Wait, what?
What are you doing here?
What is going on? How did I end up here? Let's go.
What is it? Are we on the Tommy Bennett live stream?
Is it Tuesday?
Oh, all right. So everyone, we're back for the second live stream of Black Friday. We do have our guest, Tommy Bennett from Benetech here, answering all your bird boy questions. Maybe, I don't know. Birds, burbs, whatever. He might even spin his wheel for you if you're lucky. It'll be a double spin day. Double Jeopardy. I don't know in there. But yeah, so we got Tommy in here. TC's back. We have changed the wheel around just a little bit. You have 3 chances to win a snowboard on the wheel. You got TC's mystery envelope, which there's a 1 in 10 chance inside one of those envelopes that he pulls it, you might win a snowboard. If you ask him the right question and he sees it, you might win a snowboard. And while we're at it, I might just randomly give you a snowboard. It might be Tommy's broken Burton that is deceased, but you never know. So anyways, we're here for all you guys. We want to answer your questions, keep this train rolling. I know things were a little weird, so we've actually cut down the delay this time for questions on this, but no spamming, no being a dick. Try to keep your questions logical. But we're going to just try to answer everything on there. But I feel like we got to kind of start off with this super chat from our boy Ruff, Bird Gang.
Let's go.
TC's mystery envelope.
Oh,
where are we going? Where are we going with this?
I just shuffled them too right before. So what do we got, Ruff? Jumbo sticker pack.
Jumbo sticker pack. There you go, sir. Not a bad.
You got a 1 out of 9 chance.
Yeah, 1 in 9 now to win a snowboard. Tommy, what do you think? Is this chaotic enough, or do we need to get crazier?
I think we need to have a good time. We gotta get crazy. I like the envelope idea. 1 out of 9 chance for a snowboard sounds amazing, but I think we gotta get a little wild tonight. It's just gotta make it special,
If someone will super chat $2,000, we'll send Tommy to him.
Let's go. I don't have a job right now, so we can go. We'll send.
What are you talking about? You create content. That's a job.
Oh, wait. Yeah, true. I forgot.
You're your own boss. It's the worst thing on earth.
It's the worst thing and the best thing.
You have all this time with all this stress.
Yes. I got so much to do, but freedom at the same time.
Yeah. All right. So we got our boy Letters wanting to know, Tommy, what's the bird with the highest protein?
Ooh, that's a great question. Probably a ptarmigan from Vale Ptarmigan Ridge.
just eating those little ptarmigans. I would think it would be an ostrich.
You might be right, but the one time I was snowboarding at Vale and I was doing a pow slash and this huge giant snow chunk flew away. I was like, what is that? It was actually a ptarmigan, so I'm going ptarmigan. Might not be accurate, but we're here.
Yeah, well, you never know. Hot soup coming through. Let's see. Where are we? Let's look for some. This is a good question for all of us from Slushy Shredder. Let's settle this now. What foot is the superior foot?
Regular.
Right foot.
Regular for sure. Left foot forward, 100%.
Heathens.
Yeah.
Heathens.
Regular.
Yeah, it's simple. This is easy. Yeah. This is the easy part.
Heathens. You're all heathens. Oh yeah, right. You guys are just a bunch of heathens. Yeah. Like, this is ridiculous.
There's a reason it's called regular, not abnormal or goofy. It's literally called regular. So why are we not just regular? Regular. Simple.
Sorry, had to move you to the lower section just because you're sitting higher. So
I like it. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Like, I'm actually way taller than Avon.
It's all good. You guys just don't see each other around here. So this is good. But for everyone that's just tuning in, this is our Black Friday Stream-a-thon. We're trying to give away a bunch of snowboards. You ask a question, you get a spin of the wheel. You ask the right question, we're just going to give you a snowboard. It's got to be the right question. No begging, no spamming in there. Super chats don't guarantee anything, but we are getting weird. Tommy's going to answer some questions about Benetech here in the future, but right now we're just sort of vibing, answering questions, talking birds. It's all about the birds, and that's it.
Bird banter.
But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. But let's give Slushy Shredder a spin here. That wheel's loud.
It's nice.
Oh, well, sir, you won yourself some CB days. So 500 milligram, or no, 500 milligram. Yeah, original muscle gel. Tommy, have you used this stuff yet for your hip?
No, I need to though.
You need to get on this. Like you and G need to talk. If I need to put you two together or whatever. But this stuff, fucking lifesaver, dude. Like seriously, so amazing. Yeah, this stuff. Like I use the 5,000 milligram because I'm decrepit. But yeah, so anyway, Slushy, you know how to get a hold of me. info@angrysnowboarder.com, and you can claim that CB Days muscle gel for you. But for anyone that wants to buy any CB Days, we're running a 50% off coupon. So use code ANGRY50 and you'll get 50% off this weekend only. And, you know, professional snowboarders, like real professional snowboarders like DCP, Bjorn Linus, Kurt Wastel, Pat Fava, they all use it. None of these fake professional snowboarders, right? Tommy knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I like this question because it's food related, and I just ate a sandwich from TJ Todd. If I'm going afternoon riding, my go-to for food is to get a 12-inch cold cut sub for lunch, eat half, and save the other half in my backpack for when I get hungry. Thoughts? Hopefully it doesn't freeze.
Yeah.
You ever eaten a frozen half a foot long? It's just
yeah.
I don't know. Tommy, do you prefer chicken or turkey on your cold cut sub?
Probably turkey, but I'm a big fan of like an Italian sub. You know, it's a good time. But at the same time, I'm not a big fan of sandwiches. I'm kind of lame like that.
Just whole live birds.
You got to, you know, it's just protein. You know, we're trying to get after it.
Raw protein, and then you spit out the feathers and you save them so you can make the Benetech down-filled jackets, right?
Sometimes it's like a buffalo chicken with some feathers on top. You know, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Well, let's give
DJ
Todd here a spin. Let's see what we got for this man. Small sticker pack, sir. Small sticker pack, which we got some good stickers coming out. Like the small sticker pack, I'm pretty sure I can put the keep your dick beaters off my snowboard.
That's fantastic.
I thought that was a good one when we came up with that. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Who comes up with the stickers? Is it both of you guys? Who's the designer? That's fantastic.
So it's a guy named John Kernahan. He works at Underground Snowboards, but he's a graphic designer. So he did that one. He did have I shown you this one? The Sean White in a leather jacket would destroy you.
Oh, I have not seen that one.
I need to get you one because I think that would be funny for you to have on your board.
I was going to say, it'd look good on a Burton board.
Yeah.
It would make sense, right?
Yeah, it would totally make sense in that. But so John Kernahan did those. Ben West has done some. We got this guy, Nick Johnson, who might be in this chat. He likes to make paintings of TC and I, like classical paintings and like weird. So like we've done American Gothic, The Scream, Michelangelo's, the top of the Sistine Chapel. And so he's working on some other ones for us. So it's legit, like to say the least, it's legit. So
that's sick.
Yeah. But we got to scroll down here because I just saw something big come in because this is crazy. So from our boy Beziums, all hail the bird eater. How did you prep your turkey? Hashtag we need snow. Hashtag trademark. Hashtag pet TC's mustache. Hashtag right foot is superior foot. Hashtag pineapple goes on pizza. Hashtag regular is boring. Hashtag click affiliate links. Hashtag shop Benetech. Hashtag support Shred Foundation. Hashtag support TC Taco Bell. Hashtag RIP L Stackers Adventures. Whew, that's a big one. TC, mark him down for another 100 entries for tonight's prize drawing.
I got him.
Dang, heavy hitter. So he broke the cherry for the day. So I guess it's out of the bag. But for anyone that donates $100 during this live stream, super chats it, we'll give you 100 entries into the prize drawing tonight. And basically,
what snowboards don't get one in this live stream? We're just going to put them into the next one. So, you know, and, you know, if we get like 20 people at $100 a pop, we could just play Past Tommy and just mail you from place to place.
Awkward, but I'm down.
You know? So, yeah. So anyways, we'll let that in there for our boy Beziums. And I just saw a funny question for you, Tommy. What's the worst board you've ever been on, and which model of Never Summer was it?
Oh, wow. Wow. All right. So one of my friends is like a big NS, like he's a massive supporter. So one day at Copper, it was like during nationals time, and they had their demos at the end of the year. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go ride it. My boy's like hyping him up. So I rode it, and I did like one run, and I don't remember the name of it, but I definitely rode one run and just did not like it. And I'm just like a pure camber 2-twin traditional boring snowboard. Just give me a true twin board. And it was like all this hybrid stuff, and I just didn't enjoy it. So that one, I just felt sketchy. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it.
A little too wonky underfoot and like loose.
Yeah, I'm just boring, you know. Just give me some like camber and pretty much good for the day.
Yeah. So well, you know, these things happen. Let's give this man a spin for it. Let's see where we end up.
Oof.
You got a bankruptcy right out the gate.
Oof.
Well, if you don't have anything to lose, you're good. But if he had a bunch of entries for the day, he could lose it all. So, you know.
Is it for the day or for the month?
We're going with the day today.
Okay, he's got none.
Yeah, he's got none. Why? Does he have something for the month?
I believe so.
Oh. We could change the rules at any given moment. Depending on what mood we're in. Maybe
That's a nail
after
biter.
intermission, we'll change bankruptcy for everything you've entered for the month.
That's savage.
Yeah.
It's chaos in here. We do what we want, you know. But Tommy, we got another question for you from Hamster Coolbean. Do you plan on releasing larger frame goggles for my fat face? And
that's a good question. So yeah, they are a medium fit right now. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Just kind of testing out the market, making sure we put something quality out there. I do have prototypes in the work for a larger and a little bit wider option. Plus, I'm trying to really put a lot of effort into like solving the fog problem. So a lot of goggles like are really good, but then sometimes you just get somebody who's like sweating all the time. Like I have a friend who just sweats no matter what goggle he wears. So trying to come up with some like innovations on to like completely eliminate fog, which is going to be a really fun task, but I'm not totally sure what the future is going to bring. We have ideas, but we got to test it, make sure it all works first. Also, by the way, can I just roast somebody real quick?
yes,
My boy / moderator. We're going to have a a
Jose Bautista?
Jose Bautista. Let's see.
Jose Bautista.
Jose Bautista. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Hold on. We got a little something. Okay, so when you buy a brand new pair of goggles, they're sick, right? You're stoked. They're all freaking sick on the outside. And then you go snowboarding and they're really dark and you're like, man, these things are trash. Odds are you gotta peel.
He forgot to peel it off.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna correct. It was not Jose. It may or may not have been his wifey. I have like video. They're like, man, these goggles are not that sick. And then he grabs the lenses. They were gonna like trade lenses. And then wifey Ruby was like, yeah, I don't know if I like these. And he's like, come on. And then so his wife was like, he had to pull the inside layer off for her. And she was like, oh, these are so much better. And I'm sitting here on the chair like, we've taken 12 runs at this point, and you're like, these goggles suck. We'll take the inside, you know, the ASMR, like you can hear it, you know? Just so by the way, take that off. It's a good time.
Yeah. Well, oh man, she made a rookie move on that one. That's funny. But what's funny because we made a poll for the chat box for everyone. So if you're in the chat, you can answer it. But it's like, what's worse? Pooping yourself opening day, getting stuck in a farty gondola, calloused hands for an over-the-pants hand job on the chairlift, or forgetting your boots. We should have put not removing the inside film on your lenses. So, yeah. Oh,
I also had another buddy. He's like had brand new pair of boots, and one boot was awkwardly like 4 sizes too small. And he rode from 9, and he was like a snowboard coach. And one foot felt fun, the other foot just miserable from 9 o'clock to 4 p.m. And at the end of the day, he's like, "Man, my foot is miserable." He pulls the paper out of the toe box at the end of the day. I'm like, "What are you doing? You lasted all day. Wouldn't you instantly know that there's something there?"
You should have felt that when you put your foot in.
Like, "Oh, this doesn't feel right." He's like, "I just jammed it in there," and he rode all day. And he's like, "Man, my feet suck and they hurt." I'm like, "What are you doing?"
What the hell? What kind of people are you hanging out with?
That's why I'm a loner now. I
This is
hang
why
out
we
by
need to ride
myself.
together more.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm always at Carver and you're at Keystone. So, like, what do you want me to do?
Well, it's my favorite resort.
I know. I saw you
have
there
to go over
yesterday.
there and protect the children. I'm ready to take a bullet for any of them.
Well, but how are you going to do that? You're going to be reaching down trying to fix your clue bindings. I saw you struggling yesterday.
It's okay. I've got a holster for them, so I stay strapped, so I can fire back if I have to.
Wow, shots fired.
Shots fired. Come on, you're on the Angry
Unintended.
Snowboarder live stream. You should know how much shit talk we talk in here.
I love banter. Banter's a great
Yeah,
time.
banter's-
I'm into it.
Banter's the best, but we're gonna go back. Give Hamster Cool Bean here a spin because this is great. So, oh, you got nothing.
No.
I forgot to remove that. We got one more CB days left on there. All right. We're gonna take a board question here. Tommy, don't feel free to interject with your deep repository of knowledge on snowboard.
Let's go. I'm
All right,
into
so
it.
this is from Ole Vanham. Could you name a few playful carvers from the top of your head? I'm 6'2", 190 pounds, US 10 boot, needs something quick and springy.
Well, this is where the whole live stream gets awkward, right? We're all sitting here like, do we talk? Do we not talk? Do we interrupt? Do we not?
do we
He's back.
interrupt?
Hi, awkward.
So I'm going to go with the Ride Super Pig or the Strand of Baru. TC, what do you have?
I mean, I was thinking just a regular war pig, something a little bit more playful than that, But either that or all right, Griff. Either that or
I heard your
the
dog.
Yeah. He's laying next to me. He's farting and snoring. So
He's living his best life.
he's
Okay, my
he's
dog's
loving it.
barking at the door right now.
Yeah.
But,
So either just the regular war pig or maybe the excavator. Or actually, no, I would go Mind Expander instead.
Oh, there you go. Tommy, what do you have for us?
My knowledge base is a little too deep for this question, but I'd probably go with like a Porsche 911. They're really nice and nimble. They look good, maybe a little too fancy for some people, but it might be an option.
Do you go with the Targa top or hard top?
Hard top.
Mm-hmm.
Protects you
it's
when you
not
roll over, right?
Well, I don't need to feel my hair flowing in the wind.
Oh, damn, I forgot to bring your weave in here.
I'll come over and grab it. Give me a minute.
Let's see what we got here. Well, sir, you won yourself a jumbo sticker pack. All you got to do is email me info@angrysnowboarder.com, and I'll get that in the mail eventually, probably next week. But let's be real, it's probably 2 weeks because I'm extra lazy. All right. Let's see. Okay. Actually, we'll follow this up from Tyler Richter with a question for Tommy. What's your favorite board you've been on recently?
This one? I'm pretty basic. Like, these guys probably know it by now. I'm pretty basic when it comes to a board. Give me like a true twin camber snowboard. I've been pretty hyped on it. And once I find something that I like, I just don't mess with anything else. And I say about like, these guys are testing boards all the time. I'm not a big fan. So I've been digging the Burton Blossom. It's just like a really solid board, and you can run it into the ground. I don't treat them nice. I just run my stuff on the ground like my boots, but I've been digging that board.
You're still running boots that should have been. Your boots are zombie boots, dude.
They legit probably have 300 days on them. And one of my friends works for BOA, and I saw him today, and he completely roasted me. He's like, "Dude, I work for BOA. I can hook you up." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a lot of work." You know what I mean? So he's like, "Just drop them off in my house. I'll replace them." I'm like, "Yeah."
Do you ever
like,
think that your lack of
work.
not getting new boots might be hindering your hip?
Absolutely not. Oh, no.
No.
You know,
All right,
I'm
let's
just a,
give
I'm a
Tyler a
big
spin
believer of
here.
just running things into the ground, you know.
Oh shit!
Oh,
we got a
let's go!
snowboard! We got a snowboard. You don't know what board, but you got a snowboard.
Hold on, we know what you want. Don't worry, it's like not. Oh wait, hold on, you can't see it. This thing is like broken. You might be able to see it right there. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. It's free. It's on its way.
Totally, yeah. No, that's sweet. That's the first snowboard of the day, though. So I'm stoked that went to someone that was asking you a question. So, all right. Well, that one's off the table now. We got 2 more still on there, plus TC's mystery sticker, mystery envelope pack. So, you know, you might win there. You got 1 in 9 chance if that hits. So, yeah. Tommy, do you think this is chaotic enough for you or not chaotic enough for you?
I think we need to get more chaotic. I think we need some good questions in here. Let's keep them going.
All right. I think this is one we can all kind of answer from Connor Spinner. I got a job at my local mountain rental shop. I can't shred well, but I'm hoping to change that. What would you recommend to someone trying to find their place within the snowboarding community? Just ride. Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Follow Tommy. He's got some great tips on how to get off chairlifts, how to strap in standing up, you know.
Wow. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I know you made those videos. There's also a lot of great stuff on like how to do freestyle shit and stuff as well.
You know, there's like
whatever you do, don't ride clues.
Yeah.
Don't be a clueser.
I was literally like at the top of a Keystone the other day, standing next to Angry Snowboarder, of course. And I literally counted 23 people sitting down to strap in. And I have one rule about life. I never take advice from somebody who sits down to strap in.
That's fair.
Gotta live by that. So then, you know, so I'm trying to get people like stand up, like, come on, like stand up. So yes, I made content about how to get off a chairlift and how to stand in, strapping up. Strap in. But I also make a bunch of other stuff. But I would say for this, the community is just like try to vibe with as many different people as possible and just try to find your way of like, who do you resonate with? Are you like stoked to the people who are hitting jumps and rails and parks? Are you like carving? You like power? Like whatever it is, just like explore as many different things as possible and visit different social groups and then find your place that way. You can get really locked into one thing.
Tommy once.
Yeah, I complained the whole time. I was like, my hip.
He still managed to throw a back 3 over a blind roller in the trees. I was like, that's a little ballsy.
Okay, really quick random story. There was this one time in Beaver Creek, there was like a gap like that, and I didn't spot it, and I just sent it, and I'm in the middle of the air, and there's a tree, and I literally had to like 90 into a tree and absolutely slammed a tree. I was like, all right, let's go do it again. Maybe a little dumb, but here we are.
So I've got a Beaver Creek story like that. It was like I think it was my 35th birthday, 36th, something like that. Or no, actually, no, it would have been 8 years ago. No, so it would have been my 33rd birthday because I was still allowed at Vail Resorts. And do you know Dylan Thomas?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so he used to be my roommate.
Back, yeah.
Okay. So we're all over there and we're coming down the front side and we're in like some trees and there's a gully and there's this. It's like a service road dip and then an up kick like a ditch. And we're all like kind of hitting it, doing like a few little things. And we look behind us and all we hear is Dylan Thomas scream, Sochi! And he's got his arms up like this. And he points straight into this thing. And he's riding a 167 wide Xavier De La Rue Rosnell. Does like a switch underflip or something with it. I don't know what the hell. Spins around, stomps the landing, and then there's like this like other creek bed thing, hits it and throws like a 720 and lands it. And we're all just like, where the fuck did he just come from with that? Like it just out of the blue. Out of the blue. So yeah.
That's so good. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great story. I like it. We should all just sit here in silence.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I always
that was
have
good.
fun on that.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you got sound.
Yeah, you know. We can at least hear the stories.
Yeah. Are we gonna spin the wheel? Or... No. All right.
Okay, good chat. Good chat.
All right. All right.
All right. Well, it looks like it's your show.
right, it's just
Let's
me
go.
and you.
All right, here we are. Tell me a story about Beaver Creek. Have you ever been?
I've been to Beaver Creek twice, and one time when we were riding, great day. A lot of old ladies in fur jackets is from what I
Let's
remember.
go. Yep.
And not a lot of people riding. But like I also remember my buddy brought 3 pairs of gloves in his backpack and he lost all 3 that day. Yeah. This is the same man that also left a snowboard at the mountain, and he left his brand new boots sitting next to his car as he drove away from them and never got those back either.
Ah, rip.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was always interesting to ride with. Super fun guy, but he never used dummy straps on his gloves, and he always left them. If he set them down, they were gone, and he set them down a lot.
Oh, rip. I actually used to work in Beaver Creek. I worked at the ice rink, and then I worked at this like arcade. They had like an 18 and under arcade. See, like I was like managing it, so I'd have to kick out parents if they were trying to go in the arcade. So I'd get into a lot of beef with people because they're like, I want to be with my child. I'm like, it's not me. It's not the rules. Like, So I'd like ride Beaver Creek all the time. And then the people in the fur, there's like this event where they have like cookies and they do like this whole like cookie thing, and we'd stand in line and like pet people's jackets. It's so awkward, but it's so funny. Like, hey,
sorry about that. There was like
Hey.
some bird attacking my router. It's weird, you know. It was so weird for that. But let's give Connor a spin here. We're going for it. So
I might have trained that bird well.
what we got? Where
Maybe
we
too
going?
well.
All right. Well, Connor, you won yourself a small sticker pack.
Nice.
So, yep.
Let's go.
Yeah, all you got to do is email me info@angrysnowboarder, and I'll get that in the mail to you eventually at some point. So let's see. I want to take this super chat right here from Dylan Case. TC, mark it down. He's looking for
It's already
100
down.
entries for later. You got him?
Yep.
All right. Unfortunately, Dylan Case here lost his dog on Sunday, which sorry about that. Watching all you guys' videos has made me feel better. Angry and Tommy, I've watched you both for the past 3 to 5 years. Thanks for making the community better. And this is like the big meeting of all of us coming together right here. So
Let's go.
yeah, dude. So I'm sorry about your dog, but good luck tonight after 9 p.m. Tommy will be asleep because he wakes up at 2 a.m.
Hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You got a bad back.
All right.
I mean, I was sleeping on the couch at 9 p.m. yesterday. I was so tired. was good.
Let's see.
Yeah, early night noise.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to take this one from Chris King. Tried to ask at the end of the last live stream, is there a way to send stuff to the Shred Foundation from Canada or a Canadian equivalent? There is a Canadian equivalent out of Whistler. I do not know there. Is it like ILSA or something like that? But they work with the indigenous people up there. I would Google it. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I'd rather you keep your gear in Canada and ship it to them, and we try to help them out and stuff. But I appreciate you thinking of Shred Foundation, but let's keep it more local, you know? And if anyone wants to donate their hair to Locks for Tommy, we've got that going on too.
He's lying. It's not true. It's not true. Don't listen to the man.
Oh yeah. Ah, you got nothing too. Oh, brutal. All right, let's find some more questions here. Let's see. Oh, I like this one coming in from Milo. How long does the waterproofing last on the Benetech hoodies? Can you wash them with normal detergent, or do you need to use the 2-part tech wash?
So in the washing, I would do just a gentle wash. So it's not a additive on top. The material itself is waterproof, but I would definitely be like gentle, delicate wash. I've washed like a bunch of my tech hoodies, especially the white ones, like delicate, light wash. And then I like to air dry them. Don't tumble dry them because you might mess up like the logo and stuff. And then as far as the waterproofing, it's been I've had mine for last year and I've had no issues with the waterproofing. With it being a new product, I don't have a 100-year record of testing it out, but they've lasted over a year so far.
I mean, you did take that one to the car wash.
I was sick. It was actually my friend's idea. He's like, I'm going to the car wash. You want to go? I was like, sure. And then he like sprays me and he's like trying to be nice and gentle. I was like, no, full send, just let it rain. And then I opened it up. I was like, this is good. And the reason why I did waterproof hoodies is I was in Oregon in the summer and I had one in my backpack. It was like a Benetech sample. I was like, let's see how this goes. In my backpack, it starts dumping on us. I put it on and it rained for like an hour on us and we're snowboarding and just getting drenched and miserable. The sun comes out and all of a sudden, like, I like check and I'm dry and all my other dudes are like completely wet and drenched and pissed and like upset. And I was like, dude, we're stoked. So I was like, all right, because I had a positive experience on using that product. I was like, all right, we're going to go all in on that.
Nice. Well, that's good for people to know. Like, I've been getting people asking us and stuff. And obviously we've talked, like, we're going to, TC and I are going to do a full legit review at some point and stuff.
Please
like,
do.
You know, especially like the goggles and stuff. Like, you know, but I feel like people don't believe that this is actually happening, but I don't think they understand how much work we have backlog that we're catching up on. So it's just in the rotation at some point.
It's funny you say that because I was listening to the live stream while I was shopping, the last live stream that you did. And you're like, oh yeah, those other YouTubers are like 2 and 4 weeks ahead. And we're like 6 to 12 months. And I'm sitting here as a YouTuber thinking, I'm like literally not even, I got today's video done. I don't have tomorrow. I'm not even a day ahead. I'm like behind the 8 ball. And I'm like, oh man, I'm completely blowing it. These dudes are 6 to 12 months ahead. What are you doing? Making me look bad.
I'm not making you look bad. Well, you make different content.
I make myself look
bad.
bad.
You understand that. Like, it's not like you're going to suddenly transition into start doing snowboard reviews like some of these people are. And it's like, and they don't know what they're doing. And they're like, and they're, you know, like reviewing a 7-year-old slush slasher, trying to say that it's the same thing as the new one. It's like, no, you know what you're doing. And it's so funny in that regard. But for us, it's like, I've been doing this for 15 years. I was doing it before like YouTube was a thing. So to me, I'm like, this is how we do it. We go from here, here's the steps, and we get there. So, yeah. So, you know, you'll get there. I've been where you've been. I've been literally like, I got to make a video today. I got to do a post. And then eventually you figure out a system where you're like, well, wait, if I just take a little bit of time off, I can stockpile like a month's content. And then when I come back, I can start, I'm working at least a month out. And if I do 2 videos a day instead of 1, by the end of that next month, I'm now a month ahead, and you keep going. And that's how it's like compounding interest.
Oh, 1,000%. And like the position I'm in is like I snowboard from like 9 to 1, go home, edit for like 5-6 hours. And then I'm trying to like do the thumbnail and post. And then all of a sudden I'm like, well, cool. I filmed 3 videos today, but I don't have enough time to edit 3 videos in one day. And then some are really easy and like very chronological and just edit and cut and pretty simple. Like a top to bottom video is pretty easy. I just do a voiceover. Cool, done. But some other stuff is like a lot more effort. And then there's like ones that are like a lot more cinematic and a lot more like energy. One putting 20-30 hours of like editing, filming. That sucked. Editing, filming. Recorded again. You know, and then so it's like all of a sudden I'm like, I want to do more of those high end value production side of stuff. It's just also like trying to put out content every day. It's just trying to find a balance, but you're right. Like I'll get there eventually, you know, in the next 30 years, we'll see what happens.
I've been there. You'll get there.
Yeah.
DC's never had to deal with that. He just walked into stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I just show up and Avon tells me what we're doing.
Yeah.
He's also the one that's actually got it made, you know, like that's the whole thing is like, he's got it made. I'm over here like, what do we got to work on? So
yeah. And props to you, 15 years of that grind. Like that's impressive. Like I've seen your son for a long time, and like 15 years of just being in it, being engaged, being excited, being here for the people. Like that's a big deal. Most people are like, yeah, I'm over it and leave. And you know, it's like, it's really cool. So big props to you.
Oh no. My mom, she's like, I thought you'd get tired of it after 6 months. And then you did it for a year and we were like, what the hell? And then you hit 5 years and we were like, this is a thing. And it was about like the 8 to 9 year mark. They're like, yeah, I think you can make a living at this. Like, Jesus Christ. Milo, by the way, you won yourself a small sticker pack, sir. So
let's go.
Yeah. let's see what we got here. Scrolling around, looking for questions.
Next Tommy question. I'm gonna spin my wheel as well. We're doubling up.
Oh, we're doing a double
Nice.
spin?
Well, why not? Let's
Let's
go.
find a good question then.
A good one.
Yeah.
A good one? Like a good one, you know?
Yeah, like a good one.
Good one.
All right, let's see.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Look at God, they're asking a lot of hair questions. We don't need that.
Uh-oh, this is awkward. Yeah. Hey, you know, well, at some point you can't win them all, right? So here we are.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do about it.
I think
Gotta
this is a
own
good
it.
question for all of us, though, that we can do this from Bry Guy. How long do you baby a new board before you go to war in the trenches with it? I mean, I'm the guy that'll drag it out of the store across the pavement. Yeah, like it's a snowboard. Like, so classic example, my Rome party mod, the first day I had it, I saw some POW. I knew it was low tide. I knew the possibility was there to hit a rock. I hit a rock and put a core shot like this big and that wide in it and was just like, well, it's broken in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you guys?
What do you got, Tommy?
Okay. My thought has always been, at the end of the day, the snowboard is a tool. And if that tool is gonna, and I want to be cautious and safe and baby it, it's gonna hinder my snowboard experience, then that's like defeats the purpose of going snowboarding and having a good time. So right out of the gate, I'm gonna just do what I'm gonna do anyways, whether it's new or not, because I want that experience to be amazing every time I go snowboarding, and not let I need to be gentle, so I'm not gonna go do this run or go hit this jump with a friend. I'm gonna go do it. And my personal opinion is like, I know I'm not going to snowboard forever, so I got to take advantage of every day that I have. And maybe I won't be able to snowboard tomorrow. And I was super conservative and wasted a day of snowboarding because my board's new. That's my opinion. I just run it straight to the trenches. We're in. It's a tool. It's like a car that you bought and you put no miles on it. Then what's the point of having the car? Like it's a tool. My opinion.
That's fair.
What about you, TC?
I mean, it always goes the same way. I'm like, all right, we're gonna be good on it. We're not gonna go into these bad areas when it's low tide like this. And then I'll be following somebody, be like, okay, hit a rock, and then be like, oh, it's fucked. Who gives a shit now? And then just beat the shit out of it after that. And be like, once the first one hits, like it doesn't even have to be a big scrape or anything, like a core shot. Could just be like one of those dents you get in the bottom of your board from landing on like a nice chunk or like a round rock. And it's like, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna beat the living shit out of it now, and I don't care anymore. But for those first few days, I'm like, all right, let's keep it nice. And then it's like, boom, done. Nope, don't care anymore. Or bang it into a rail and be like, well, it was fun while it lasted. Now I don't care.
Yeah.
It's a one and done.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. At least you let it last for a couple days.
I try, but I don't. Sometimes you're like, it looks pretty good over there, and then you're like, ooh, what's that? And then you're like, oh, that was a rock actually. All right, well.
Yeah. And the very first thing I do on a board is I just detune the contact points. So it's a brand new board. I'm already taking a freaking edge to it or a file to the edge. And it's like, well, and then a lot of times as you get more experience in snowboarding, you know what's underneath. You can see that that's oddly suspicious like a rock. Cool. I'm just going to make a better decision I'm just going to try to avoid that rock. But yeah, sometimes things happen. There's a side hit at Keystone when I was falling angry into this side hit at Keystone the other day. And it's really like a side hit into like a ginormous patch of rocks. Well, the best thing to do is don't avoid it. Just go bigger.
Yeah. Well, that's
sorry. I got attacked by some more birds.
Yeah. I trained
they're just coming in my house. The dog, it's crazy. But yeah, I think we all have they're snowboards. They're tools. We beat them up, right?
Yeah.
That was last year.
Let's give this man a spin. Well, that's a bankruptcy.
Oh, but we're gonna put it out there in the world. I'm gonna try to save him.
Save him. Rebate.
I don't know if I can actually do it. It's okay. Rebate. It would be really funny if it lands on spin for you. That'd be cool.
That would be.
Nothing. Oh, that was a double bust.
Right. Double bust. Oh yeah. Let's see. Well, we got a question here from Cosmotronic Haze for you, Tommy. I'm looking to bring my 3 front side and back side into the park. I'm feeling good on side hits, but what should I keep in mind when bringing this trick into the park? Tell the man. Release it.
Release the information. So I was just pre-reading this question as if there was going to be a bird question at the bottom. So, okay, we're good there. We dodged a bullet. One thing that's very deceptive about doing frontside and backside 360s outside of the park is a lot of times you have this perfect or not so perfect, but you have a nice heel side, toe side edge that helps you cheat the initiation of the trick. So then you allow that side hit to guide the initiation. And then sometimes you can do a full 360, or sometimes we cheat and do a 270 and land down the hill. So then we ended up cheating in the beginning or having a little bit of assistance at the beginning. And then the end, it wasn't like a full 360. So I would start to evaluate where you're doing your 360s and trying to find jumps or side hits that are more down the fall line so that you can start training your eyes and your mind of what to do. And so then you can start to understand that takeoff is going to be a little bit different. It's no longer heel and across, it's down the fall line. As you're in the air, keep your eyes up and try to spot the landing, very similar to being outside of the park. And then once you're in the park, sometimes it's way easier in the park because you have a perfect run in and a perfect jump. You don't have like these 9 little bumpy, rolly things into the sketchy thing with a rock in the end. So you're almost like overtraining sometimes, meaning like imagine you had a baseball bat and it was like heavy, right? And you start swinging, you let that weight go, and now you swing a normal baseball bat, it's almost easier. So that may throw some people off where all of a sudden you're throwing it harder and on the jump is a little bit bigger and a little bit more clean. Then you're over rotating. Now you got to learn to slow it down. So it's definitely, what is this guy doing? That guy. That guy, there you go.
You're like,
I don't know where I am.
I point this way, and it's like, oh, that's TC. You're down. You're like that way. It's like, yeah. But
so
no, I mean that's
like,
the thing.
Yeah.
Like going to a park jump and spinning, it's start small, work into it, scare yourself once a day.
Yeah, 100%.
But let's give this person a spin. Oh, so close to getting the snowboard. That was so close, but that one's been taken off the table.
Dang.
At least you didn't turn into a bankrupt.
Could have done that, yeah.
Could have.
I like this one from Escott 1986. Less than a month from getting my first day back after tearing my ACL. Any tips for the first day back after an injury? You got to go easy, man. You got to go easy. Don't be like Tommy and go ham and then wonder why your hip still hurts. I mean, not Tommy.
No, the other guy.
But I mean, I think just easing into it is the smart thing. As long as you did all your PT and did everything, I think you'll be good. So, yeah. I don't know. And remember to stretch when you're done.
One thing that I did was just set appropriate expectations for how many runs you're going to do. Day one, I'm doing 1 run and going home. And then I'm not over pushing it. And there's like, I feel so good, I'm going to over push it. It's like 1 run done. Now, maybe I wasn't smart about the 1 run that I did, but I did 1 run and went home.
Yeah. Well, I think you're right with that. I don't, 3 laps counts as a day. So you have to at least do a minimum of 3 laps. It's the rules. I like this question. Oh, well, let's give this man a spin, and then we'll take this next question. Hot soup coming through. Okay, from C. Meyer. If you wake up late on a fresh POW morning, what cereal do you eat before you go? You don't eat cereal. That's time consuming. You throw your bagel or English muffin or toast in the toaster while you're getting everything ready. You grab it. If you're lucky, you slap some butter and cream cheese on it, make it a sandwich, and you eat it in the car on the way to the mountain.
Yeah.
Or you just don't eat that day. That's my take. You guys got any secrets?
I mean, what I do is I'll normally take like a bagel, put it in the toaster, grab an avocado, and then I just like use my pocket knife as I'm sitting on like the gondola or something and like spread the avocado on the bagel then and deal with whatever happens in my pocket after that. Like if I'm running late on a POW day, that's the move.
What about you, Tommy? You got anything?
Just don't eat, just send it.
Just don't eat, just send it.
Okay.
I'm getting too old for that. All right. Well, let's give this man a spin. Give that man 10 prize entries, TC.
All right.
All right. Tune in after 9 p.m. tonight. You might get lucky and win something. Like a hot date with Tommy Bennett. He's going to take you to the finest Chipotle in Silverthorne.
Oh, it's going to be great.
It's a good Chipotle.
Yeah, good and dirty.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how you like them.
But that's me. All right. Okay. You good, TC?
Yep.
All right. So Orion asks, Tommy, what's your go-to pocket snack? Because one of our ongoing things here is pocket bacon. We always talk about pocket bacon. What would be your pocket snack?
Pocket snack, there's this like company, it's called like RX Bars, and they have like this blueberry one, and it's delicious. And that's the only one I would eat. And it's like, you can get them like on sale and like pretty cheap and stuff, but that's like my go-to. I don't know. It's delicious. And then you don't have to stop snowboarding.
True. You can just eat on the lift. So we're going to give this man a spin and follow it up with another food-based question here. Oh shit, he won a snowboard.
Oh, wow.
That's the second time on a Black Friday he's won a snowboard. That dude's won before. He's won before.
He's lucky.
He is.
What a god.
It's become tradition for him to watch the Black Friday Stream-a-thon all day. So,
Dang.
All right. Well, we got one more board you guys can win there. No one's asked TC the question that he's looking for to give a board. No one's asked the question that I'm looking for to give a board away. And you can you got a 1 in 9 chance on TC's mystery envelope. And if you're really lucky, Tommy will send you an autographed broken board.
Yep.
Okay, so this one comes in from Jay. What's the best food to put in your pockets for lift food? I recently got a big bib and I'm able to fit slices of pizza in the pockets. I mean, at that point, why don't you just put hot pockets? You could stack them on top of each other. Or you get the Barber Foods chicken cordon bleus, because they're basically like a hot pocket, but it's a full chicken breast in there and it's stuffed. And if you get it right, you could eat a whole chicken cordon bleu on the chairlift if you got a big enough pocket. I don't know. Like, I'm still big on pocket bacon and candy bars. I like to buy the big bags of the minis and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how I do it. Yeah, exactly. You buy that Halloween candy. I've been giving out Fruity Pebbles bars to the car lot attendant at Copper because I bought them for 24 cents the day after Halloween, and I need to get rid of them. They weren't as good as I thought they would.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Well, let's give Jay here a spin. Click the links, people. Click the links. You can always go to shopbenetech.com, save 30% because it's Black Friday today. Right, Tommy? And
Absolutely.
That's on
Let's
everything,
go.
right? Is that on everything?
It's on. So I have like these new jackets that I just released. These are like lightweight coaches jackets, 30% off.
I like that.
Gloves, hats, goggles. Not the new tech hoodies version 3. We're not putting those on sale. We had a really good response in the beginning, and then I was like, you know what? I just feel lame to like throw all those dudes under the bus by just giving a massive discount out. So I was like, you know what? The people who like early adopters, I don't want to throw them under the bus. So 30% on everything else. And then we have goggles. Goggles come with a dark lens, 6% visual light transmission. And then every goggle has a bonus lens that comes with it. So 30% off. And we're officially on Amazon as of the 10th try as of today.
Oh, God, you got that straightened around? I know how hard that can be. So
I had a rant the other day on my own live stream. I was like, dude, Amazon is a pain in the back. A pain in the hip.
They suck. They just completely suck. Well, here's the bigger question. When is the Bird Boys hoodie coming?
So I actually had a meeting with my graphic designer yesterday, and we were talking about it. We're coming up with a couple different designs. So I may be launching like a spring summer line. And so we're trying to come up with a couple different ideas that, and this is kind of my thought, is like a sick hoodie that has like an Easter egg. And an Easter egg essentially is like a hidden little secret. And so we'll have like a bird banter tech hoodie, but there's gonna be like a little secret in it because it kind, then it's like kind of classy. And if you know, you know. But if you don't know, it's still sick. It's like, a lot of my Benetech logos, a lot of them, the Benetech logo like this, and if it's like turn this way, it's like my initials. It's like TB, but most people don't know that. So if you know, you know. So it's like little secret Easter eggs. It's kind of fun to play along with. So working on it, work in progress. We had a meeting about it yesterday.
That's all that matters. You're making forward progress on it. The Bird Boys, if they're in here, they should be putting hashtag Bird Boys, Benetech Bird Boys in there. We want to know they're in here.
Yeah, let's go. A little bird banter.
Yeah. Let's take this question from Wade Kennerson. What is the binding with the most adjustability to center / fit a larger boot? I treated myself to new boots this season. Size 13 Vans Infuse fit best, and my now select pros are struggling to fit the new boot. So you're most adjustable is going to be either a Battalion or a Rome binding, but the 13 Vans Infuse is like the max that it can fit. Otherwise, I think you're looking at like an extra large Union Force. Anything I'm missing, TC?
Ride. The Ride large can fit up to a 15 in it. Otherwise, I think it's a extra large Solomon. You can put up to an 18 in it, I want to say.
Remember, he's trying to center it. That's the big thing.
Yeah. But I think the Ride ones, because you can turn their plate sideways, but then you can also move the heel cup on it. So that one is super centerable, where you put it in size 13, and then you can adjust based on the holes and like get it to like a T on that one.
What do you got for us, Tommy?
Yeah, what TC said.
Perfect. We're good.
Leave it up to the professionals.
Real professionals. Oh, you're cucked. The next person below you gets 5 entries, and that goes to Alpha Kilo. All right. He asks, any songs you are bumped handled to this year? Hashtag RIP the cucks. Yeah. That's like the best. You cut someone and had a cuck hashtag. That's like so good. That's so good. I love that. But I don't know. I just listen to synthwave. That's all I do. What are you listening to when you ride, Tommy?
99% of the time, I just don't listen to music. I'm like too paranoid out there because I like ride fast and aggressive, but I want to be able to hear and see people. But on the way to the mountain, I'm a big fan of like Meek Mill. He has a song called Dreams and Nightmares that like gets you freaking hyped. Bump it on the way in. That's my go-to for sure.
I see.
That's
all
fair.
right.
That's fair.
TC, this one kind of hits you from our boy Beziums with another $100.
I got him. I put him on.
You got him in there again? You got him in?
Yeah, I saw it pop in, and I was like, all right, we'll just throw him on right now.
Okay. So he's asking, what advice would you give to someone starting a YouTube channel in the snowboard industry? Hashtag break the bank. Hashtag use code angry0 for nothing off Tommy's camp. Hashtag riding switch all season if it sucks. Hashtag go ride more. Hashtag eat live birds. That's a lot of hashtags in there. But Tommy, what advice would you have for the YouTube thing? You've actually been doing it longer than we have.
You've been doing it longer than I have. That was a lie.
No, you've been on YouTube longer than I have.
I'm pretty new. This is actually my first day. I've actually never done this. You know what's interesting, and this is kind of like maybe a controversial thought, is like find something that's unique, but be good at it. And it sounds harsh, but if you're like been in the shop and you've worked a shop for 10 years, you're good at it. You're 10 years deep, and like I've coached for 15 years. So like I had a bit of an accelerated pathway on my YouTube journey. It's just like, cause I have put 25 years in the game before then. And then it happens to like come out now. So find something and just get like, really know what you're doing and just be an expert as much as you can in that. And then you can provide value. At the end of the day, if you provide value, people are going to be hyped. And like what, all of us on this channel or the stream are doing is like provide value for somebody. If I post a video, it's going to help somebody. That's my mission every single day. It's going to help somebody. And I think these guys are the same, but.
No, I mean, are those Rubik's Cubes helping people?
Yeah, it's $20 to help pay for that free water. I mean, right? Is it not? Is it not helping people? You know,
No, I
you
know.
help somebody indirectly, right? Yeah, I like it. I like
That's
it.
the whole thing. Is like so many people want to be like so wide when they do YouTube, and it's like if you're more narrow and you grow it wider, it becomes more vast. Like, you know, like we're tech, we're snowboard reviews, we're not the trick tip guys. You know, that's not who we are and stuff. And that's like where I tell people, you know, go check out Tommy, go check out Malcolm Moore, go check out Snowboard Addiction, stuff like that. And then, you know, TC just sits in the corner really quiet.
He just waits for his moment right now. You're taking care of it right now.
Yeah, I'm taking care of it. But I mean, I think you're right with that. The YouTube thing, like, we're technically, like, all of us right here, we're what they would consider first generation YouTubers for snowboarding, really, because we're like right there. Because the snowboard YouTube sphere is tiny as fuck, and it's like I don't know if you've ever looked at your RPM or your CPMs for ad rates and stuff. Like industry standard is like $2.80, and TC, what were we at the other day? You keep an eye on that.
It depends. Yeah, some videos were at like $14. Some were at $28 for every 1,000 views. You're like,
which is insane.
Yeah,
but you know that's the whole thing. Is like it's not like there's a lot of competitive space in there for us. So you know we're all in there. My friend Alan said it best. He goes, you know, you really don't have competition. And I was like, what do you mean? And he goes, well, the internet's on for everyone, and there's going to be different content for every person. And if you take that approach, you're not going to be as stressed like, oh, I've got to keep up with what so-and-so is doing and keep up. It's like, there's more than enough money for us to go around. It was like when I told you to go get that wheel and you were like, oh, I don't know. I was like, go do it, man. Make some money off that thing. Like, yeah, exactly. Like you and I, we've spitballed ideas off each other and like how we could do it. That's the big thing. Like if we're going to be a tight knit community and like make sure that that snowboarding isn't kooky and it's not doing this and there's, you know, we're keeping the bad product out. We got to build the right people up, right? And that's the whole thing with what we're doing here. That's why you're here on a Black Friday on an Angry Snowboarder live stream, which I bet like 3 years ago you were like, this would never happen.
Not at all. I had no idea. And like your point of like there's the pie is really big and our niche is really small. Like if I think off the top of my head, who does educational snowboard content? Like primarily focus on educational content. Malcolm, Snowboard Addiction, me, right? So there's very like, and I could be wrong. I'm probably missing somebody. I don't know, but right, there's probably like somebody else. But it's like it's a really small niche. So it's like at the same time, Snowboard Addiction has really amazing stuff, and they're going to say it in a different way that might click and resonate with you. And then you're going to watch mine, exact same topic, but it's a different perspective, something. And at the end of the day, if you can just take one nugget from the channels, then we're not competing against each other. We're just, at the end of the day, if we can help snowboarding, then we're all winning. And that's my goal.
Well, yeah. And so like from my perspective on the snowboard review side of things, this, like everyone's like, oh, the Good Ride is your competition. Kevin from Snowboard Pro Camp's your competition. Shane from Search of Snowboarding down there in Aspen. And I was like, no, they're not. Like, they're not my one, they're not making me want to do anything better. Two, like the good competition will make you want to do that. But two, all they are is just a different outlet. I don't pay attention to them because there's no reason for me to. The only time I pay attention is when they say and do stupid shit, like, you know, being sponsored by these dumbasses, you know, like, which I don't know if I told you this time. We had to buy these because they wouldn't send them because they're too afraid of us being honest about it. But, you know, it's stuff like that. But I'm like, you know, it was TJ from Board Archive one time was like, you know, we're like competition. I was like, no, we're not. He's just like, what? And I was like, we're not. I'm like, you have your audience, I have mine. My people are going to click my links. Your people are going to click your affiliate links. I'm not worried. And then we were talking and he mentioned like what he makes off affiliate sales per month. And I was like, that's it? I was like, oh God, you really like, you're definitely lower than that. And that's the whole thing. Like, I don't think people realize it. It's like when I don't want to work with someone, it's because of numerous reasons that I don't think they're good for snowboarding or they're not doing the right thing by the end consumer and stuff. But when I want to work with someone, it's because I think they are doing the right thing. They are helping snowboarding. I mean, like you're in my story of growing up snowboarding is actually very similar from being from two different sides of the country. It's like working class in the shadow of a big resort, not wealthy, like doing whatever we could to snowboard. Like realistically, we never should have been able to snowboard, right? It's just happened to be our parents' stories. And then like TC in the Midwest, it was his story there and whatnot. And, you know, we're all three of us are working class. That's the thing. It's like we didn't grow up with like these big extravagant trips. It was like, oh, you want to snowboard? Well, I guess you're getting a job at the resort, or you're going to work all summer and pay for your pass. And, you know, like I wanted a new snowboard. The only way to get a new snowboard was to work in the shop to get a discount.
Yeah, 100%. And like big shout out to my parents. Like they came out on their honeymoon and just like, you know, worked 2 jobs growing up. My dad worked for, you know, various resorts, and we got the free pass, and then we got like rentals, and then I was on rental gear for like, you know, most of my life. And at the age of 14, or 14 and a half, 15 years old, I was washing buses for Dollar Ride so I'd go school, snowboard, and then I would go from 4 to 10 o'clock at night. I'm working, washing buses in the middle of the winter, -degree weather, coat, jack, hoodie on, everything, spraying buses, cleaning up vomit. And it's like, if I needed to do that to help my parents help support snowboarding, and I could help relieve some of the stress so that I can take that on myself, well, that's what I'm doing. And I really take pride in like working hard and doing that. But like big shout out to the parents for like being there and supportive and working those extra hours to afford that snowboard that was on sale. That's 3 years old and we got it on a discount. Like they worked hard, and I appreciate them doing that. And just like, it was never easy, but they worked hard, and the answer was never no. It's just more, how do we figure it out? Let's make this happen. Let's support my kids. Let's support I have a sister and I have a brother. Let's support them, do what we can. Yeah, we got to pick up some hours. And then my dad would work a day shift, and then my mom would take care of the kids, and then they would switch. My mom would go to work at 8 o'clock at night and work all night for 18 years. She was working night shifts. And so there was always somebody home because you can't afford childcare. Well, at least there's always a parent home, which was really cool. So big shout out to them. Like at the end of the day, you make it work. You figure it out.
Yeah. So, like with my situation, my dad finally got diagnosed with PTSD and a few other things from Vietnam. So he's 100% disabled. And they realistically said from 1971, he was basically 100% disabled, but they didn't acknowledge it. So I had this dad that was like kind of a stay-at-home dad. My mom worked. And so I would give my dad gas money to drive me to the resort. And that was what I had to do. So like I would work Friday nights washing dishes when I was 13 to go so I could give my dad gas money so I could go snowboard on Saturday and Sunday. And so there was that. And it was like, well, they were like, well, you want to ride, you want a season pass, you have to work for the resort. So I'd go work for the resort. So like I used to get dropped off at like 7:30 in the morning on weekends and holidays. And I would work at like 3, like depending what my shift was. Sometimes I worked days, sometimes I worked nights, but I would work or ride, and then I'd go to work, and then I get picked up at 11 and go home and just repeat. And that was my whole life. And then when I could finally drive, we lived 14 miles from the resort. And so I get out of school at 2:58 p.m. Like, I don't know why it was 2:58. It was a weird time. And at 3:15, I would be pulling into the parking lot at the resort to meet my friends to go snowboard till 10 o'clock. And that's what I did. And, you know, that was my whole life. And I think TC, I think your story was kind of similar to that too, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, when I first started snowboarding, I went with like my sister's friends. I got my board from one of my like sister's friends for like $100. I'm pretty sure it was a stolen setup, but didn't matter. It was $100. And like the only way my parents would let me go is if I would just ride with my sister's friends. I was like maybe 12, 13 at the time, and they were like 16. So they'd pick me up. They were all like smoking cigarettes in the car, and I'm just sitting in the back, just like, all right, guys, we're going to do some snowboarding today. But I mean, that's how I would get to the resort. They'd be like, all right, my parents would be like, it's $25 to go because you're under 12, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm under 12 today. And they're like, cool, here's $25. And I just sit in the back And they're like, "There's our little brother in the back. Like he's under 12." And I'd have to put on like, "Hey guys," and they're like, "All right, cool. He's under 12." Like, and my parents like, "I don't know. He's not smoking cigs. Like, let him go snowboarding and stuff." And it's like, okay, cool. Now that's pretty much how it was. Or like when my friends started snowboarding, it'd be like, "All right, your friends are gonna like, your parents are gonna drop us off, and then my parents will pick us up at like this time. So keep an eye on the clock," because we didn't have cell phones or anything like that. And it's like, here's your sandwich. Like, that's what you get for lunch, and like some Doritos or something. And it's like, find a corner. You don't get money for like your locker or anything. It's like, find a corner, put it in the corner. You should be fine. Like, and your stuff was fine for the most part. Like,
you had to hope that maintenance didn't scoop it up thinking it was trash.
Yeah. And it's like, who ate 5 children's lunches?
Yeah. What? I think back to like you said, you know, you made it work, like your parents and everything. My mom, bless her heart, thought I was a size 13 boot. Bought me a set of Vans high standards in a 13. I was riding a 152 Burton Custom with a 24.7 waist width. I had this much toe and heel overhang. And people were like, you can carve, and you could see where the edge was and then where the boot was, and I would just push it through, and that was it. And I was like, I guess I'm wearing 3 pairs of socks in these things, like trying to do it. That's what it like. The cuff was so high on that boot. It was like, because it was a 13, it was like right below my knee. But you just made it work.
I mean, back then there wasn't anything really like this. And I mean, like when I'd go to a shop, it was like dudes that were like, yeah, if it fits, dude, it's cool. And it's like, well, I'm like 12, 13 years old, and you just sold me a size 11 boot. Like I'm not even an 11 boot to this day, but I rocked one for like 5 years. Like, and it's like, yeah, I moved to Steamboat with them. Like,
yeah, no, it's so funny. Like thinking back, like when you fell in love with it and what you did to get there to do it was so huge. All right, let's take another question comment. I think we need to do this one from our boy David off Black Dynamite. 3 guys, 2 wheels. The fuck is going on here? Well, you're getting double spin because he said 3 guys, 2 wheels. Hey, Tommy, should we spin off?
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Got the mystery prize over here.
It says, don't grab Tindy.
Hey, you hit on one of them. Your odds are good. So you won yourself a mystery prize. So all you got to do is...
Oh, that was mystery prizes. Damn. I was getting excited.
You want to open one of those envelopes.
I do. I want to know what's in the rest of them. I don't even know.
You know? Yeah, exactly. The only one you know is the one that has the slider grease on it.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I ate a slider and handed them to him, and there was a little grease on them.
Yeah. He's like, oops, those are greasy sliders. I'm like, yeah, they'll get you.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay. I think we're going to take this one from Mike B, and it kind of works for both of us, I think, all 3 of us. Mike B, any plans to bless the East Coast resorts with your presence again this season? Also, think we could finally get a top 5 Ice Coast board list. Too many noodle riding kooks pushing Never Summer mega tracks. You're not getting that list. Keep your edges sharp and don't be a bitch. But I will be in New York. I believe I roll in on the 18th of December. And the goal is to ride the resort I grew up at, Holiday Valley, on the 21st, which is my birthday. I'm going to try to ride with a bunch of the homies I grew up with. So like we've been riding together at this point now for 27 years, 26, 27 years. And then I might go to Peak and Peak. You're coming out to the East Coast in the summer again, right, Tommy?
I love big snow. Big snow is like the jam. It's so fun. It's 100 degrees outside. There's no option to snowboard except you're snowboarding. And it happens to be in a mall. My favorite thing is just like the vibe there is so positive and people are stoked. Everyone's sessioning and like you meet everyone. It's a very like small knit community. It's really cool. But I go there every August for about a week.
Maybe we should try to time a trip to Jersey to join Tommy for a day at Big Snow.
Oh, let's
He's never ridden
go.
a dome.
No,
That's so sick.
Yeah,
we can't ride in the summer.
yeah. I mean, I think it'd be fun. Go out there. We could go down to the Jersey Shore and throw pastrami at Seagulls together.
Yeah,
We could catch him and bring him back. You know, yeah, it could be fun.
Well,
I want to
there
go
was
to
a
the
pelican
east.
living in downtown Breck last week.
Oh, yeah, not
I think
anymore.
the fox ate it though. Ugh.
We could say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as far as like me going down to the East Coast this year, I was thinking about I want to go do a trip there. I think it'd be really fun. I've been to like Vermont, a bunch of like been to Seven Springs and PA, and I want to do a trip out there. I was thinking about going to a Europe trip this year, just try to go ride some like crazy wild stuff, but I don't know. I don't really have plans yet.
We don't have passports.
not yet.
What?
Yeah, we're in the process.
What are we
I have
doing?
one.
Are you serious?
I need to
Dude,
renew mine. That's
Yeah.
the problem. Like,
Well, yeah, mine's like 2 years expired, so I probably just need to get one.
yeah, I think mine expired in 2020. So
So yeah,
I gotta redo that, get that done. But I'm not the easiest person to travel with.
Ooh, why is that? I'm curious.
Health problems
That back.
and like food
Kidney
allergies and
disease.
shit.
Oh.
That's so like if my my sleep schedule gets out of whack, I can't fix it, and then I'm just miserable, and I know that. So I don't wish that on people and stuff.
Mhm.
So like if I know we were talking about going to Japan, I was like, yeah, if I'm flying to Japan, I'm getting the full sleeper cabin. I'm paying the extra $1,000. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I'm also like, where are we going? Where are we staying? How many days? Like, I can't be like, oh, well, we're just gonna pack up and move. Like, I have to have that thing super planned out because I also have to know like what's around me because of dietary restrictions. Because I'm like, I can't eat that. I can't eat that. I can't eat that. It sucks. I never used to have allergies, and now that I do, it's like I have to know what everything is and stuff. So it's like it sucks. It sucks.
Dang.
And I know that, so I try not to inconvenience anyone.
So you would have hated going to Japan with me and Sean.
Oh, I would have been freaked the fuck out.
So for those that don't know, me and my friend went to Japan. My friend had a brilliant idea. He's like, we're going to go for 2 weeks. We're only booking 4 days of accommodation and then we'll figure it out. So like, I don't mind that. Cool. We'll figure it out. I'm not too stressed. If we need to sleep in a rental car, like we do what we need to do. And so ended up working out. Where we went was not as awesome as we thought. So we completely like went across the country to somewhere other place. And it was amazing. Had a great time. You would have hated that. Like, we don't even know what we're doing for dinner. We don't even have reservations. We don't even know where we're sleeping. Not a big deal. You just figure it out.
Yeah, that's like the big thing. I would have been like, food. I need food. That like in that situation, I probably would have been like, fuck it, we're renting an RV and living in the parking lot of the resort. I'll pay the difference. Like that's what I would have done. I would have been like, all right, we're cramming 3 dudes into this freaking Dacia or whatever it is, Daihatsu or whatever camper van. It's gonna smell like stale farts and booze. But that's what I would have done. So yeah.
And the food thing would have been hard because there's many days we had. Let's say you have a hotel with with food, a restaurant in the hotel, you need a reservation, and all those have been booked for 2 weeks. So we show up at the hotel thinking we have food. There's no food because we can't get a reservation. So we're eating literally at like the convenience hotel store, and we're having like, what can we get? And then there's no breakfast in the morning because I need a reservation. So we're going to 7-Eleven and getting chicken out of a bag and hoping to get protein. The very last day we were in Japan, we finally had 3 meals. Every other day, well, it looks like we're having sleep for dinner.
Yeah, well, the good thing about Japan is you can get full meals at the 7-Eleven that are way better than anything you get here.
Yep, true.
So you do have that going for you. All right, let's give Mike B a spin. Well, Mike, you won yourself a jumbo sticker pack. So that's always good. I like that. I give away so many stickers. How many stickers do you think you give away a year now, Tommy?
Oh man, that's a great question. At least I make my own stickers. Makes it a little bit easier.
So do we.
I would say I've probably given like 30, 35 stickers away so far. So
That's it?
probably.
I'm pretty sure we give that away on a regular live stream.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's
35.
cool,
It's not bad. It's not bad. You know, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're
Oh,
getting
yeah,
there.
no,
you know?
you'll
I'm
get
new to
it.
the game, you know. This is my first day, so we'll get there.
Tommy's first time, right?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So we got Lewis Brooks. My dad is getting older and doesn't want to stop riding, but struggles with traditional bindings. Talked about it being clueless, but any suggestions for a step-in binding that aren't crap? Now,
Yeah,
Supermatic. That's the one we're backing. It's
Yep.
built better than the Clue. He doesn't. It functions like a strap binding and a step-in. You're not limited on boots. You know, Tommy, you agree?
Absolutely. And one thing that people don't understand is you still got to find the trick of the trades of the equipment.
Yes.
You know, you spend a little bit of time. You're gonna have to figure it out. Spend some time at your house or wherever you are. Learn the trick of the trade, and then when you're on slope, it's fine. I've seen a lot of those bindings, and people are kind of just struggling the lift line. Whatever it is, find the trick of the trade. You'll figure it out. Once you get it, you're locked in for life.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that's it. Let's give Lewis here a spin. Give that man 10 prize entries, TC.
Ooh.
We're doing this. We're doing this. You know, we're out here just trying to give away snowboard equipment. That's where we're at. Giving away 2 boards today.
Yeah.
Tommy, you going to start giving away snowboards? Used, broken snowboards?
Hey, you know, you got to do it. I got an idea of doing, giving away a snowboard, but having like random people doing like a sign game, and you have to beat me in a flat ground game of snow. And if you beat me, you get a snowboard.
Ooh, I actually like that. That's actually a really cool one.
And here's the deal. So my buddy Sean said, if I lose the very first game, I owe him $150. And if I win, it's fine. But if I lose, I owe him money. So I got a lot on the line. So I was thinking, but that'd be like a fun, interactive way to give away a snowboard. But then, yeah, I've done like random stuff where I just like, by the way, there's a snowboard, go get it. But I'm not giving away the broken one, just so you know. That's lame.
Yeah. Okay, so we got this one from Alan Bradshaw. Boot question. I'm running some size 13 K2 Raider boots with my Party Mod 157 wide, and I have a lot of toe and heel overhang. Any brand boots that would be slimmer in the same size? Chances are you might not even be a 13. You might actually be a 12.
Yeah.
You know, like it's that. The other thing is you might just need a wider board.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay. Tommy says that he'll send you the smallest board that he's got. It's a 133, but it's also this
133.
wide. Like this wide.
Mm-hmm.
This wide, this wide, this wide.
Mm-hmm. Probably, yeah.
But no, I mean that's the thing. Like you can go to a lower profile boot. Like Burton's got that shrink tech, some of the Ride K2 stuff, because like the Raider is their lower end boot. So if you go with some of the higher end ones, they tend to be a little more compact in there. Solomon's, Nitro, stuff like that. But the big thing is the best boot's the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. You want to make sure that your big toe is touching the end when you're standing straight up and the boot's tied. But when you flex your knee over the ankle, you want it to pull back just a little bit. And so many people, they buy their boot like they buy their shoe size and they buy their shoes too big. So it's a whole thing inside of that too that can be an issue. So, you know, that's one of the things you got to kind of worry about with that. And then there's Tommy who just rides his boots for 1,000 days.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? I just run them into the ground. They're still great. If you saw them, you'd be like, yeah, that has 400 days on it, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. With those giant gaping holes in the tongue.
Whatever, you know, it's just for ventilation. And the worst part is when you're in the summer,
dude. I saw a bird nesting in there. You're keeping
bird
snacks
seed.
in them.
I keep bird seed snacks in there.
Yeah,
and it's a but
You know,
in the springtime or at Mount Hood, and it's literally like you step in water and one foot's completely wet and the other one's dry. You're like, well, whatever.
That's how the rest of my day's going.
Yeah, what can you do? You know.
All right. Well, let's give Alan here a spin.
Oof.
Got yourself a jumbo sticker pack, sir. Jumbo sticker pack. Which we got some good stickers in there. Good stickers. Like Shaun White in a leather jacket would destroy you. He would. So, you know. That sticker came about because someone left like the weirdest comment on Instagram. The guy's like, you don't even snowboard. Shaun White in a leather jacket would destroy you. And I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
It's awesome though.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, when Duty got his sticker pack, he's like, Shaun White in a leather jacket. He goes, I don't understand it, but I like it. And I was like, yeah, we don't really get it either. It's just something some dude said to Avern one time, and here we are. But he really loves the Dick Beaters one. He's like, that's awesome.
Yeah, the Dick Beaters is the Angry Snowboarder Safety Department.
Yep.
The reason that one came about was when I rode the Telos Mike Ranquit, I came out of the lodge at the base of Super B over in East Village, and this dude, I had it locked up. This dude was like reefing on it because he wanted to see the board. I was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, I wanted to see this board. I was like, is it yours? And he's like, no. And I was like, then don't touch my shit. And I was like, keep your dick beaters off it. So, ooh, let's find some questions. We're all over the place. Okay, let's see. Oh, we'll take this one from Beishinja. My girlfriend wants a butt pad. Any recommendations? The big turtle, the biggest one.
Please.
Get the jumbo extra large one, so it literally looks like a Galapagos turtle is fucking her from behind. No, don't get that. You guys use pads and stuff more than I do, so you guys are probably the better ones to answer this.
What do you got?
I go with the G-form ones. Like those ones, like I think they do the collab with Burton, and I know they're at Gravity Board Shop at Copper, but they make men's and women's versions, so they just fit differently. But those ones, I've had those for like 5 years now, and they still work just like the day I bought them. Like the spandex is still good in them and everything, and I use them every day. So, yeah, what do you use?
I'm not proud to say this, but I'm an honest guy. I use the POC ones.
Ooh.
And I got them a lot. Like same, I've like had them for 5 years, and they have like super soft flexi. And then when there's an impact, it like hardens up. They've been super comfortable, and I have like a back protector that I wear as well. I don't always wear it, but sometimes I wear it. I wore it a lot last year, not this year. But I use that. Not proud of it, but yeah, they work.
I would.
Yeah, same
POC.
technology.
Yeah, POC makes spacesuits, dude. I'd be stoked on that.
Yeah. It's a very skier brand, so
it's European.
That's how I feel about it. So that's why.
If you were wearing a POC helmet, if you were wearing their helmet, I'd have problems with that. But
I'd rather catch an edge.
Rather grab Tindy.
Yeah. No. We're not going that far.
Oh, okay. That's where the line is.
No, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the POC stuff doesn't bother me. Like as a brand, I'm like, yeah, it is what it is. But it doesn't really bother me. Like when it's the protective gear, like some of their outerwear, shell stuff, and some of that, like the visor flip down helmet and stuff. I'm like, that's questionable.
And with any of that kind of gear, it just has to be comfortable, or you'll never wear it. So try it on, go to a shop, go to Gravity, go try it on. If it's comfortable and in 5 minutes you forget you're wearing it, then it's good. But if it's like I had a back protector, every time I'd look back, it would hit me in the back of the neck. So it's like, well, if I go try to backflip, I'm going to get more broke off. So don't do that. So I had to shave it down and then blah, blah, blah. So get one that's comfortable that you don't notice. Then you'll actually wear it.
We could get you a giant turtle shell. You could just stick your head
in. Wait, what?
Yeah. We'll get you a giant turtle shell and you just be like, I'm turtley.
You could. I just want to still wear a giant bubble, and hopefully I won't get hurt.
We could get you a Zorb.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Let's so do it. I'm so down.
Do you want to go Zorbing on Maggie Pond this summer? Because they have Zorb rentals.
I'm in.
We can all just be out there running around. Yeah. I'll put my
swim,
dog inside it with me.
No.
That sounds like a hot box. That just sounds so hot in there. Just sun beating on plastic.
Yeah. Just baked.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
Oh, let's give this man a spin. got yourself that CB Days 500 milligram muscle gel. It's the good stuff. It's the good stuff. So that's really cool. Get a hold of me and we'll get that to you. And shout out to CB Days for sponsoring us. And if anyone wants to buy it, you can use code ANGRY50 and get 50% off this weekend. And that's pretty dang solid. That's a really, really good deal. But I need to get you, Tommy, talking to G from there because I think you guys would be able to make something work. So.
Yeah, it could be fun. And if it helps the hip, I'm in.
Dude, 100%. I think it's actually going to help you with that. I think you're going to feel a lot better. So we do have a Super Chat Benetech question from Jason.
Let's go.
Benetech hoodie question. Site says the 5'5" model is wearing a large. So at 6'1", I should get a 5XL. Can I go smaller if I'm not keeping a seagull under each arm?
I mean, we don't have 5XL yet, but if you're 6'1", if you got the V3s, they're like big. So my jacket's like big. I probably hold a couple ducks, maybe a goose in there.
What about quail?
Maybe a goose.
Maybe an egg, maybe a quail egg for sure. But yeah, I would say probably extra large to extra large. You'd be sick. Yeah, if you're not keeping a seagull, you'd be vibing.
Seagulls are mean.
They're vicious.
Dude, there was one in Breckenridge this summer. I was like, where the fuck did you come from?
Literally,
he was like
you're
trying
in
to hang out
Colorado.
with some geese, and the geese were just like not having it. And they like keep attacking him, and he just keep following him. And I was like, oh, are you special ed? And you think that that's your flock?
Yeah, relentless.
Oh, man. Let's get this man a spin to see where we go. Oh, you got nothing.
Oh, rip.
Nothing. Ugh. Let's see. Find some other ones in here. We're all over the place tonight. It's chaos, but not as chaotic as it could be. Last year, I forgot to set the delay for the comments thing, and it was just like just going nonstop. And I was like, I want to die. It was bad.
Sometimes it's tough. I'm like trying to chat in the chat, and I can't chat because I got 2 minutes and 59 seconds to go, and I'm like, it's savage.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't wait. And then you got to be very careful with your words. What am I gonna say? Oof.
Yeah. Let's take this one from Rich Foster. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Thank you. Is Steamboat worth the stupid high prices? TC, this is a you question.
Yeah, in the middle of the winter, like if you're able to get there early and like actually ride or buy like a 4-pack for there, definitely buy your lift ticket like a week in advance or multiple at least a week in advance, and that way you'll save a bunch of money on it. But yeah, if you get it on like a fresh pow day or like a really good snow year, like last year, you could have went any time in the year and it would have been awesome. But like that's one of my favorite mountains there is. Like you can ride top to bottom and have no problems like at all. Like you go to the backside of the mountain and you can still get out of like the top and everything without having to wait in stupid lift lines like at the end of the day. So I think it's great.
Nice. Let's get this man a spin. Tommy, when was the last time you went to Steamboat?
Last year, one of my friends, as you know, is Maddie. She's a snowboard instructor over there.
Maddie Davis.
So she's amazing. We went and rode some pow with her. She showed us around. I've been to Steamboat a decent amount of times, but it's more like I'm gonna go ride park. And so she showed us a bunch of like pow stuff, and it was really fun. Had a good time for sure.
Yeah. So
yeah, the park is lackluster there.
Yeah. We got
back in the day it was
Rich
decent for sure, but you know.
So we're going to take a commercial break, 1 minute for one of our sponsors. You guys cool with that?
Yep.
All right. This is from our boy Curtis Jackson and Whelp Limited. So shout out to our boy Curtis for his new clothing brand, Whelp Limited. That you could have a commercial in here too, Tommy.
Yeah, I should have. I dropped the ball. I've been getting absolutely hounded on for doing it, and I dropped the ball. I have this scene that I've been trying to make, and I was trying to edit it, and it didn't go as planned. But luckily, we're here now. But we're gonna make one. I got some ideas. It's gonna be cringe and terrible, but it'll be fun.
That's what we want. But yeah, Whelp Limited is our friend Curtis Jackson's company, and it's kind of blending clothing with visual representation of stuff. So with a snowboard line and stuff. And if you use the code Angry15, you're going to get 15% off this weekend. So, but shout out to him, new brand. We were trying to support our friends. We like what he's doing. So, and that was Nick Baden in there, just so everyone
Damn,
knows.
I was actually going to be like, I'll give you guys 5 entries if you can guess the rider on that one.
Oh,
There's not really a good shot of his face, but, well, I even blew that. So, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so all right, let's see what do we got floating around here. We're just looking for questions. Oh, I like this one. Just for anyone that's tuning in from Polychronis Papadopoulos. How do we participate? You ask a question. If we pick it, you get a spin if we remember to spin. That's kind of how it's going. And yeah, so since you asked that question and you allowing us to say that, Tommy, you want to have a spin off? We'll give him 2 spins. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you count it down.
3, 2, 1.
I think I'm winning.
What was that delay?
Yeah, right. Oh, nothing.
What do you have?
Nothing. You missed the free sticker by
he got
one.
Cucked. The next person underneath him gets 5 entries, and that goes to Tyler Richter. So give Tyler 5 more entries for the 9 p.m. Giveaway prize drawing. So
didn't he already win a board today?
Yeah, but that the prize draw.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I'm like, he could be cleaning up here.
He could. You never know. All right. Let's see.
All right.
Ooh, I like this one. It's a Tommy question from Jay Ellis. Has Tommy ever ate a duck-billed platypus?
No, I've had duck, but not the full thing.
I'm convinced a duck-billed platypus tastes like muskrat.
I've never tried that either. Have you tried muskrat?
I think beaver.
Muskrat is not tasty. I don't care what they tell you. If they're offering you honey mustard muskrat, it's not tasty. It's not. It's awful. It's awful. Well, you got yourself a mystery prize pack, so there you go. We're just giving out weird shit tonight. I don't know. I honestly don't know what's in those mystery packs anymore because I packed them 5 years ago.
Let's go. Even better.
Yeah. Yeah, those are from I think the first Black Friday live stream ever. Like I was just giving away mystery things, so I found the sheet of paper, so I can kind of tell what some stuff is, but I had it like written down so I could ship it and whatnot. But I was just giving away. I think we gave away like 48 packages that day.
Dang.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, the wheel was hitting hard that day.
Wow.
So, all right, let's see. What do we got here? Let's see. I like this one from Japao FK8. Who's the better snowboarder? Tommy?
Yeah.
He's got me. He competitive semi-pro. He competed semi-pro.
I tried, man. I tried my best, but you know.
Yeah, but you went and did it. Like I couldn't. I ruptured my spleen in 2002, and any idea of being pro went out the window with that. And I was like, I'm over it.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. You got any crazy stories from when you competed?
Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh. Oh, kind of, maybe. Grand Prix pipe in Mountain Bachelor. Me and my dad drove 20 4 hours to go from Colorado to Bachelor because it was an absolute windstorm. I'm like 15 years old, got my permit. I'm driving in a snowstorm. Snowstorm freaking pushes me halfway across the road. Panic. My dad's like, you're not driving anymore. I was probably driving for like 30 seconds at that point. Absolute disaster. My dad's like trying not to fall asleep at the wheel. I'm like, I'll drive. No, bad idea. And then the best part is we go there, compete in a Grand Prix pipe event, and our boy, leather jacket, Shaun White himself was there. And me and my friend had a tally up to see how many times we could snake Shaun White going into the pipe with the drop in.
Just like that.
And then
like that.
He was competing in pipe, I believe, at that time. So we would like get Lindsay Jacobellis, like quick little snake, and then like Shaun White's drop in, you snake him real quick. Yeah, it was toxic.
Oh, Lindsay Jacobellis. That girl. The method seen around the world.
That's rough, man. That's rough.
Like that's what she's always going to be remembered for the rest of her life.
That sucks.
Not that she actually had a redemption story and did better at the next one, but like that's what she's going to be remembered for.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. It's okay. Does it make you feel better knowing you're the best snowboarder on this live stream?
No, not at all. It doesn't, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, right? There's like the crazy part is like, it's all relatively speaking. There's 1,000 dudes who are not sponsored who are 10 times better than I am.
Oh my God.
It's so gnarly. And I think like being a professional snowboarder, people do not understand how hard / gnarly that truly is. Big respect to those dudes. Like I am not pro by any means. I'm maybe a little better than average, but like those dudes are gnarly.
Well, you know, from riding copper, there's like that whole contingent of guys that like don't want to be sponsored and somehow get sponsored, and they don't care that they're sponsored, and they could be they could go so much further, and they're just like, nah, I want to crush beers with the boys, smoke a blunt on the lift, and just ride with my friends. Because they're like, I'm going to do this till I'm about 30, and then I'm going to go get a job being a mechanic or maintenance or something like that. And they know it, and they're all about it. And it's mad respect, you know?
Yeah. And it's so hard because the 1% of the professional population is making 99% of the money. So you got those dudes who are like killing it. And then you got those dudes who are incredible snowboarders working 3 jobs, you know? And so that's like one thing that, you know, I'd love to like get Benetech to grow and start like, you know, just continuing to grow Benetech, and then the business side be able to help contribute to like that side of things. Cause like when you're a pro snowboarder, you should be treated like a pro snowboarder. Like those dudes are gnarly. They're putting their lives on the line, and it's like, you just want to give them more love, you know, cause it's gnarly what they have to do, whether it's like street riders, comp riders, whatever it is, like it's gnarly.
Yeah.
Dude, half pipe riders, those guys are absolutely psychos. Like 20 pipe pure ice, and you're like, all right, well, I'm gonna go 60 feet or like 60 miles an hour into this, 20 feet out, so I'm 40 feet from the deck. If I land on the deck, I might end my career. It's like, dude, I don't envy you. I don't like. It's super cool what you can do, but I don't want to do that. Like,
no, I remember when my little brother was doing that competitively, and it was just like, if he had never decked at the U.S. Open in Vermont, he had qualified higher than Shaun in the half pipe. There's always this like what if in the back of our minds that like he might have been an Olympian at that point. And it's crazy because like he'll go like a year without snowboarding, step on a snowboard and be like, I got to warm up. And next thing you know, he's like, I think I could still spin a 1440 flat. And you're like, and then he'll go do it on a 10-foot jump just to prove he did it. And you're like,
yeah. And that's like another big part of like, I broke my back in the half pipe. I know a lot of those dudes who are, you know, gone to the Olympics or like done well. I've coached some of them, not full time, but I know some of them, coached a little bit. And it's like that room for error is so small and so gnarly, and you're putting your body on the line. And then, but some of those dudes are just so good. But what about all the dudes who have blown their knee and no longer try, no longer do it? There's like, that's also part of it. It's like, well, you got hurt. That sucks. Move on. There's 1,000 other people trying to take your spot. And it's very like rough on that aspect too. It's like just the what if is crazy. So many incredible people are just like one injury away from going to the Olympics or never snowboarding again.
Right. And then that's the whole thing is it's like, you see that and to ride at that level, like up there, like I always joke because I always said that when I was asked what I was going to do with my life, I'm like, I'm just going to go snowboard. I'll figure it out.
Mhm.
I have hit the pinnacle of being sponsored without being sponsored.
Mhm.
I get paid to ride every piece of equipment in the snowboard industry. I have won. I've won.
100%. Killing it. And you get to live that dream. If you can, theoretically, you might not, but you can snowboard every day. You might not ride weekends, but you have the opportunity to snowboard every day. That's winning right there. That's insane.
Yeah. I mean, well, in the last live stream, someone asked TC how working with me was. And he's like, I get to snowboard
I heard
more
that.
and hang out with my dog more. He's like, this is like the best job ever.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, let's give this man a spin. We got a bankruptcy, which I don't think this man got anything. So,
Nope.
All right. Well, we've got another $100.
Dang! This guy is
put that
one.
Easy. Which, I mean, if anyone wants to go toe to toe with him, we're not going to deny you.
He's got 3 today.
Yeah. But every time you donate, you do a $100 super chat, you get 100 entries in the prize draw at the 9 p.m. live stream. So, Beziums asks, what would be the best beginner intermediate board to give away at a resort? I want to be one of the biggest dudes to method. Can Tommy teach me? For all 3 of you, what changes would you like to see in snowboarding this season? Hashtag not now, Gorb. Hashtag jack off beat is lighter than my warm up. Talk about how small our moderator is.
Wow.
Yeah. So, if we were going to give away the best beginner intermediate board, I'd probably do like a Rome Warden or a Nidecker score or something like that. So that would be it. Tommy, you going to teach this man how to method? He wants to come to your camp.
Let's full send. I could teach you a method. I'm not going to show you how to do it. Mine's trash and it hurts my hip, but I can help you out.
So there you go. Tommy will take you on this summer. And I can tell you right now, this dude's a Sasquatch. You're like as big as one of his thighs.
Full send. Full send. Let's go.
Full send.
Tommy, do you method in between the bindings or outside of the bindings?
What do you think I do?
Well, you better do it inside if we're talking Tindy stuff.
Exactly. I was going to say it says right here. Don't grab Tindy. This boy ain't grabbing outside the bindings. I'm a firm believer you grab tip tail between the bindings with just across the board. That's it. Great question.
We talked about it with
you?
Japan the other day, though. I'm in between the bindings all day. Everybody's like, you could tweak it harder. I was like, just kick your back leg out. Have your leg do the
You
work.
tweak it harder, but then it doesn't count. So what are we doing?
Yeah.
My method looks like trash. I'd rather just do crystal methods. You know what that is, right? So that's where you grab stalefish and then pull it up behind you and tweak it. So it's like a backhanded method almost. And everyone thinks it's insane when I do it, but I'm like, it's easier for me to do than a method because if I do a regular method, my kneecap tends to pop out.
Naturally. That's when you know you did a good one, though. When your kneecap pops out, or the way I felt it is always like it felt like my ribs would like break through my spleen, and I'm like, oh, that really hurt. That was a good one.
Well, you have a spleen that you can hurt. I don't.
Yeah, I do.
That thing's fucking gone.
Yeah.
There's just a gaping hole in there.
That just means that you can bust that method harder. You got no organs in the way.
No, because if I tweak more, that means the kidney and everything moves around more. It's not good. Like if you
it moves out of the way.
The spleen should be, things jiggle in there. There's just a space in there. It's not.
They didn't just put a water balloon in there and be like, here, this will take up space for you. Like,
I was hoping just some balled up socks. That's what I was hoping for. All right, we got another super chat from longtime listener, longtime disappeared texter. Do Benetech goggles protect against birds? What shop in the Front Range has the better boot selection? Hashtag not dead busy. Hashtag cruise the blues. Hashtag spray skiers. Tommy, do Benetech goggles protect against burbs?
Yes, burbs. It does because it has a force field around it. So they like try to get. It's like a bird hitting a glass window. It's pretty toxic. So you gotta be careful. But it's like out here and it's like squish. They fall. Then you feel bad because you're not sure if it's dead, but you don't want to touch it because it's a bird and it's weird. So yeah.
And then you come by and eat it, don't you?
Hey, we're on a budget.
Probably for the best boot selection, my guess is going to be Christie Sports.
Christie's in Cherry Creek.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Christie's in Cherry Creek. Or what about Evo? You think they got a big enough selection?
If you get there when they get their boots, yes. But after talking with Scotty, who works there, he said pretty much their 9s through 10.5s are gone.
Okay.
So
I'm going to go with Christie's is the better bet.
And then also, I think Christie's is the one in Cherry Creek is going to have more of that higher end selection, where Evo will probably have like a lot of Raiders, and below like that $200 priced boot is like $200 to $250 is what they have a lot of at Evo. And then like a couple of Insanos or maybe a Trident or two laying around, that sort of thing. But go to the Christie's in Cherry Creek and they'll have like a good selection of those upper echelon boots that are going to last you as you progress.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's a nothing because we already gave those away. So, unfortunately, bummer on that one. Okay, let's see. Where are we? I like this question from Keebler Elf. Do you think Blockhouse is watching on a burner account? Oh, God, yes. He's watching. James Beastie from the Good Rod. Kevin from Snowboard Pro Camp's probably lurking as well. And I'm sure L Stacker is somewhere in here, too. I unblocked him because, like, 5 years ago, we had an epic meltdown on L Stacker and had to block him. But I unblocked him because I feel like it would be kind of interesting to see him show up. He's a special one. What do you think? You think Blockhouse is lurking, Tommy?
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%.
You worked with him.
He watches what everyone does. Oh, he's watching for sure.
He's always watching, always trying to steal verbiage and ideas to pass them off as his own. Let's give this man a spin. That is so close to winning the damn snowboard. That is so close.
That would have been worth it. I was hoping for that one.
I was like, wow. Damn.
Let's see what we got here. Okay, let's find some stuff. Looking for questions. We're all over the place. We're scrolling up. We're scrolling down. Who knows? Let's see. I like this question from Uncivil Engineer. When is Clue going to revolutionize the rotational binding game? I mean, realistically, from a design perspective of how bad these are built, they could probably get rid of one locking mechanism and make it so that it just spins out, and then they could do it. Plus, if you see how bad their actual discs are, God, is that thing going to open or not? God, these bindings are horrible. I forgot. Anyways, they're screws. If you saw their binding screws, you'd be like, I'd be worried that those things are going to strip and blow us all out. It's okay. Tommy said that he's going to do the Benetech Clue collab.
Oh, yeah. We've already, yeah. Oh, 100%. We're going to do Benetech on one binding and Angry Snowboard on the other. It's going to happen.
And then on the Benetech
it's a combo.
side,
it's a collab.
On the handle, it's going to come with a bird's nest.
Yeah, and then on your side, it has a holster.
You got to stay strapped, man.
Wow, shots fired.
We're toxic. You knew what you were getting into.
I don't know. You're toxic. I'm vibing.
Oh my God! Somebody got a beanie or hat from Cole.
Yes,
I love this.
Go.
I'm all about this. This is
Tommy,
awesome.
Have you seen Brocos?
No, what is that?
It's like it's a binding plate you mount to your board, but then it's two giant swivel discs.
Yes,
that
actually,
are like
yeah.
mounted with bearings, like ball bearings.
Yep.
So there is no force stopping you.
Moving.
Yeah.
Yep. I saw that with a dude at Mount Hood in the summer, and one of my friends was like, "Yo, dude, that thing's like, tell me about it." He's like, "No." They just run away, and then we were like, "What?" So yeah, I've seen them. I'm not a fan. I'm such a traditionalist. Just give me a camber board and some bindings.
Dude, I guess the rep stopped into Powder Tools before I worked there, and he's like, "Come on, guys, I'll show you how it works." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." So they go out and ride with him. He couldn't get off like the midway chair at Christie's without falling with him on. And then he finally gets them both strapped in and started going down and like tore his ACL, like because his knee just like gave way on him. And it was
That sucks.
He left the bindings or the Brocos at the shop, and they still might be running around powder tools. Like,
So
yeah.
That's rough.
That is. So you want
He
to
just left him. I think he just
UPS
quit.
store
Like, that's it.
in Breckenridge. The owner or whatever, the rep or whoever he is, I guess he lives here in Breck. He showed up and was like talking to the guys about it and gave them a couple pairs. And I was like, what the hell did you do with them? And they're like, they're really good for putting packages on to spin around while you're taping them up. And that's what they use them for. They use them for a lazy Susan in the back to tape up packages. And I was like, that's actually genius.
That's a really good idea, actually.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It sounds super efficient, you know?
That's a funny one. Anyways, we got this super chat from Mike T. Is there an official Bird Gang sign I can throw up at skiers? I think you guys.
You got to make that noise. Yeah.
Like Bird Gang, Bird Gang.
Let's go.
Everyone thinks you're doing Wu-Tang, and then you start flapping.
You gotta flop.
Yeah,
you gotta go. You gotta go.
Is this what we got to do to each other next time? Like I get on the chairlift and you're on the gondola at Copper, and we're just sitting there like doing this at each other.
Oh, it's gonna be sick when we ride Keystone. You're gonna be on the gondola.
Yeah, Keystone, totally.
What do you mean? I was riding with you yesterday.
I was too busy eating turducken.
How was
I don't
that? Was
know.
TC's mystery envelope.
Oh, let's go.
Go. Let's go.
Mikey.
Pick one. Pick a good one, TC.
This one right
Let's
here.
see what we got.
Mystery board.
Boom!
Got
That's
it.
another snowboard.
There it is. Mystery board from Mike T.
Mike
Let's
T. Mystery board.
go.
That's a mystery board. I know what stack that one's coming out of.
Let's go.
I can't believe I did that. I was like, that seems like a good one. Well, we still got more prizes in here, I think. I don't know.
I think there's some more stuff in there. So we'll see.
We'll open it,
So yeah, we're definitely. Was that the third snowboard we've?
Yep.
Dang.
Oh, I like this
we
one.
were.
I like this question. I think we've all got something from Herbert Marmaton. Things to say to a homie that's scared to hit a feature. Do it. Be a man.
Just go fast. Stay low, be powerful. You'll be fine.
DBS. Don't be soft.
Yeah. Be soft.
Scare yourself once a day.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh, I like this question too. From Peter Dabrowski. If nobody ends up asking the question you were looking for to win a board, will you let us know what the question was at the end? Yes, we'll let you know after, at the end of the 9 p.m. live stream. We'll let that go. But until then, we're not saying anything.
Yeah, my dad even texted me and he goes, "What's the question? I want to know." I was like, "No, I cannot tell you the question."
Yeah,
I'm curious what the question
is.
is.
Text one of your friends. Your friend wins the board.
Yep. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. You don't get to know. I was like, just go and watch Judge Judy. We're on at the same time today. Because he said something to me about it. He goes, "Really? You had to go on at the same time as Judge Judy?" I was like, just watch her for the hour and then you can watch us. It's fine. So that's what we're competing against at this hour, Judge Judy.
Oh man, that's
same
too
demographic,
funny.
you know.
I didn't even know she was still a thing.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
She's on Freevee now or something.
She owns her own TV show now.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Tommy, we got a super chat question for you from Sir Ron Crash Test Dummy. When are you dropping the camp dates?
Let's go. Camp dates are actually live. I just haven't talked about them. If you go to TB Camps with an S at the end, tbcamps.com, the dates are already out there. We went from 4 weeks to 3 weeks. And yeah, we're doing 3 weeks of camp. We're doing about the same amount of people. I'm adding a coach and doing a couple other things. Made some big improvements going into this the summer camp. Dates are live. You can sign up right now. 50% of the spots are already sold out. We had that much people interested, like returners. 50% of last people, they like bought, deposit, paid, good to go. So we only have like a 50% spots left.
How many spots is that total? Like how many people would that be?
48 spots.
48 spots.
Yep.
Is what you have left?
No, that's total. So we have half of that left.
So you have 24 left.
Yeah, about 24 spots left.
Okay.
Yep. And it's an incredible time because like I hire, like we're full on operation. I hire 2 additional coaches. One is Maddie. Maddie's there. She's freaking incredible. She rips. And then my buddy Eric Zerwin, he's incredible. And then I hire a filmer. And then the filmer literally just like stands at the jump and the knuckle or whatever and just films people all day. We go super ham on hiking and riding and all that. And then at the end of the day, we break down that footage and I sit there for 2 hours and just break down movements, tricks. Here's me doing this trick versus you doing this trick. Here's how to improve it. A lot of times when you're snowboarding, you're like, oh, dude, that was sick. I went massive. And then you watch the video, you're like this high off the ground. There's a difference between reality and what your perception is. So we get to capture that on camera and really let people like see those things. And the biggest thing is like, I talk about lead shoulder being open all the time. And they're like, oh no, I'm doing it right. And I'm like, this is not right. Look, you crashed because of this. Now they get to see it. And so it's like reinforcing like what I'm saying. And it's a really cool experience. And then you just get people who are all in the same boat. They want to snowboard, progress, and have a good time. So yeah, it's great. I love it. It's a grind.
What do you guys think? Should we take an intermission?
Yeah.
Send
You
it.
down with that, Tommy?
Of course.
Cool. We're gonna take a 5-minute intermission, come back, and we're gonna give Sir Ron his spin first.
I got pen all over my hands for writing down my
Then we're going on an
board.
intermission. Hot soup coming through.
Yeah.
We'll see everyone in 5 minutes.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn?
Hi, I'm Chili Dilly, the personality pickle. Crisp, tender, and tasty with a bit of spice.
It's intermission time, folks, so hurry, hurry, hurry.
Snack bar clerks will knock themselves silly, speeding your order for a real chili dilly.
Slide into an oven-fresh bun, and I'm ready for your eating fun.
There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Served cold in a sack for you to savor.
This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted a hot dog? Yes, sir.
Why don't you try a juicy good hot dog? The Juicy Frank Sizzling Hot.
Tender and tasty with dainty to eat, no muss, no fuss. An ideal snack for all of us.
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. The popcorn can't be beat.
It's delicious.
So nutritious.
It's a taste delight. It's 1 minute till showtime. It's showtime.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for the show.
Oh, good. We only lost like 20 people that were watching us with that intermission. They'll maybe return. I don't know. All right. Oh, thank you for bearing with us with the intermission. It was better than making a whole bunch of fake commercials. We didn't have time. But eventually we'll have a Benetech commercial.
I don't know. That dude's blowing it for sure.
They're
Dropping
fired.
the ball. Fired.
Oh, all right. Well, let's take this question from Tim Hunt. It's a board question, so Tommy, you're good. K2 passport for the next step from the K2 instrument or move to the K2 alchemist? Yes. It's instrument, passport, alchemist. That's the way you want to go. So we'll give that man a spin. Spray some skiers. Tommy, you spray any skiers lately?
Not intentionally. Cut one off the other day. He was like, I was going like for a side hit, and he was like trying to like not let me go for the side hit, so I went for the side hit anyways. And then I like got like real close to him, and it was like real awkward, but all good. Here we are.
Dude, last year.
Hold on. Whoa, sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. My bad. I had a video the other day. I'm like hitting some side hits. I'm like boom, 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 vibing, and on the camera, homie's following me, and there's a dude from like 50 meters away, and you can see it in the camera. The dude's just cruising across 14 lanes of traffic, and we're like, I'm on like off-piste terrain, and homie's like still going across, like right underneath the jump, and I like land 90 and just spray him, and I was like, it was just like mind-boggling how people go across 14 lanes of highway and never even looked. Like it, I don't understand it. That's
self-preservation skills. No self-preservation skills.
Well, that was last year when I was riding with you, Abrid. We were going for the side hit. I hit it, and I see out of my like vision, I see the skier cutting across, and I was like, "Uh-oh." Or no, you hit it first, actually. Skier cut across you. You had to dynamite the brakes, and the dude hit the rut for the side hit and launched like off completely into like the ditch. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, what the fuck was that? Same exact thing where we're going, and I see this dude, he's just straight across, and you're like, wait, where's this guy going? And just right in front of you, just off the whole run, and we're like, is that guy good? He's fine. He'll be all right. Like, it was not good conditions either, and just right underneath the rope, and you're like, ooh, okay. Ooh.
Oh, let's see. We're going to take this super chat from Jason. If I say, let's go into a darkened mirror 3 times, will Tommy appear in my bathroom to give me park tips? He won't appear in your bathroom. When you least expect it, he'll come mobbing out of a mogul field, throw a big old front 3, cut you off, and go, let's go, and take off.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, that's good. I appreciate that. Let's go. Okay, awkward. I'm going to spin for that one. That's a good one. We're going for it.
All right.
I like this. Let's see what we got. What do we got? We got a spin on your wheel. Let's go. How awkward is that?
It's spinception over here.
I hope it comes back to me.
Prize entries.
He's got 10.
So
he's got quite a few today.
Yeah. Yeah. He hasn't gone bankrupt yet. Yeah, he's got 20 for the day, man. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's solid. That's very solid. Okay. This is a Tommy question from Baskin Throbbins. Have we started surveying the bird population in Summit County yet? Hashtag bird gang. Hashtag not now, Gorb. Hashtag hold on to your holsters.
That's good. I like it. I like it. Bird gang.
I guess we have to start doing that, don't we?
Could be an option. I kind of like it. You know, I could be into it.
Yeah, I mean it's a whole thing. Let's give him a spin. Give that man a jumbo sticker pack.
Sick.
You know how to get a hold of me, Jeff. Honestly, I don't think this is going to be too bad mailing stuff out. It's just a lot of stickers. It's not like the year I had to mail out 40 packages.
Yeah. Sounds fun.
Well, and I coincided that same time with a merchandise drop and people were buying stuff. So I was just like packaging everything. Oh, yeah. Ooh. I like this question, and I think Tommy can really answer this from JNack17. How do I get higher ollies? Our slow signs are like 4 feet tall.
I also want to, before I answer that, you know how people stop behind a slow sign thinking it's safe? It's actually extremely dangerous. I saw it today. There's this lady just chilling underneath, like hunched like a little baby turtle. And I was like, somebody's going to ollie the sign and your day is going to get wrecked and their day is going to get wrecked. 2 big things that will help you get a bigger ollie. One, really think about retracting your lead leg. You'll actually get more flex out of the board to get more spring. A lot of people don't do that. They don't get the same amount of oomph out of the tail. And then once you're in the air, especially for once you're in the air, bring your legs up as high as possible. But specifically when you're going over a sign, really, you're just trying to get the nose over it so you don't catch and die. And then you can kind of ride through it. Eventually you want to be able to go over it, but don't let that tip sink, sag, and then you're going to have a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
And then watch out for the lady behind the slow sign.
With the turtle butt pads.
Yeah, well, yeah, most likely.
Yeah, the lady with the turtle butt pads. So, but yeah, I mean that's exactly what he's saying. Is like, so when you roll back, you want to get more spring out of it. The other thing is try to find a board with more camber in it. Mm-hmm. Like if you find a higher camber height, so like I used to ride these interior plane project boards, and they had 9 millimeters of camber, which is just obscene because most companies were doing like 3 to 4 millimeters. So they were doing like this much. And that was absolutely just insane with like how that goes. So
sounds fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Finding some more. Did I just see a TB? Let's see. Looking for something. I thought I just saw a question about your camp, so I thought that might be a good thing. Where did that go? I thought I just saw something, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, this is it right here. Which actually we owe JNack a spin before we start this, so we'll do that. Give him a spin. Oh, cucked. I don't know. Where did that question go? I just lost it. Here it is. So that would go to Jason Robertson. Give him them 5 entries, TC. We got some good prizes for later tonight too. Oh man. All right. But yeah, I saw a question about Tommy's camp here. So it comes in from Alpha Kilo. Oh, I went to TB camp, but I was wondering why it was about tuberculosis. Oops.
Yeah, well, you can't win them all, right?
You can have a disclaimer on TB camps that's like, we are not about tuberculosis.
Yeah, asterisk. Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. I probably should set that up. I'll let my people know.
Oh, we got a TC mystery envelope.
Oh, it's probably my favorite part of this. This is good.
This is good.
Like mystery. Here we
Mystery
go.
envelopes are the best. What do we got? Anything good? Anything good?
Nothing.
Oh,
You got nothing.
brutal. Oh man. Okay, we got a Tommy side hit question from Brian P. Tommy, I have this issue on side hits. I feel like when I have to get on edge on the takeoff and I pop, the bird I catch throws me off balance. Help.
That's one of those questions where you're like so excited because I'm like, oh, okay, what's he gonna ask? I'm like pumped. We're gonna like help this dude. It's probably this. I'm already going in my head like what the dude needs, and then it goes like like to me, it's like disappointing. You know, it's like so savage. Like I'm pumped.
You're getting like friendly trolled.
Yes,
by the angry
100%. Oh, 100%. But and then I learned to read the last 4 words first, then go back up. So I read real weird because I'm getting trolled and bullied.
Yeah, but now that you said that, they're going to start moving the words around and get you all.
Well, if they're creative, they will, but they haven't been. They've been kind of not doing so good. You know, I challenge them to get a little, you know, let's mix it in there. It could be fun.
That's it. This is he's throwing down the gauntlet.
Yeah.
You know, like let's see.
Then I'm gonna get super pumped and then disappointed, and I'll probably cry. Fetal position, birds, you know, I'm crazy.
So, no, these things happen. Oh, that was so close. That was so close to getting that.
That would have been so good. He gets him with a fake question.
Yeah.
Trolling and then gets rewarded. Sick.
We're gonna give Joe Gunn the click the links and spin to win. Let that man give him a spin. Oh, he got cucked. But this is a good one because underneath him is Aaron Snowboard. I heard Tommy's giving away some goggles since he didn't have a commercial. Oh, that's on you, dude. Do you want to give away a set?
Oh, I heard Tommy's giving away a goggle. Ooh, we could. I mean, I could be down actually, but we gotta do it like in a fun way. So this is my boy Aaron Snowboards. This dude's funny. I've snowboarded with him at Copper and stuff. It's really funny.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. Should we do it? Should we do it? Should we ride on here? We're gonna spin. Any TV questions, get a chance to spin to win a pair of goggles. Let's go.
Yep.
We're adding it on. Don't mind my handwriting, it's trash. What color should we do?
You think yours is any better than this garbage back here?
It's small enough that no one can see it, right? It's small enough, right?
I mean, I can't read any of them, so we're just going.
We're gonna go red, and we're gonna go.
At least you know how to read.
No, sometimes
we're all doing better than some other YouTuber.
All right, I like this question. We just got called out too. I like it. Let's go. Free goggles. All right. Here we go. All right. Does he get a spin or does he not get a spin?
He
That's
gets
the
a
question.
spin. He should get a spin. Give him the spin. Let's see if this hits for him.
Imagine he set this up and then he wins anyways. That's kind of savage.
That's the chaos of Black Friday Stream-a-thon, though.
Yeah,
I mean, Eddie's got 5 entries for the next one too.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
See what we got. Oh, where's it going?
Oh, no, nothing. It was close. It was close. It was on this side. Yeah, it was right there. All right. Well, there is a free pair of Benetech goggles. You have the choice of all sorts of cool colors. Let's go. They are 30% off, by the way. Big shout out to Benetech. Let's go.
Shout out to Benetech. Yep. So, let's see. What do we got going on here? Looking for some questions. Oh, we got a Tommy question. It's a super chat too. Tommy, just wanted to let you know that when wife trademark, because that's how we refer to his wife. She doesn't have a name.
Wife.
She's just wife. Does your arm opening for jumps? She always does a wee or boing with it. Hashtag not now Gorb fuck.
Let's go. That's sick. Whee! That's amazing. That is definitely worth a spin. Who knows? Maybe even a pair of goggles.
Let's see what we got for this man.
Nothing. Dang.
Nothing.
Dang.
Oh,
Let's go. But I like that. That's sick. The arm thing's a good thing. People hate on it, but I think it works.
Okay. And then we're going to follow that one up with this one from Bubble Skunker. Will Benetech ever sell lenses separately?
That's so funny. Dude, look at the background.
Oh,
That is incredible. I'm freaking dead. Did you not notice that? That is incredible.
Oh, it's great. This is the chaos that we love here.
I'm so pumped on that. That might have to be my new Instagram logo, you know? Oh, careful. He might lose the whole stream.
It's been doing good right now.
Oh, let's go. The question is, do we have goggles that are so essentially we have the blue lens, which I don't have with me right now, it's in the car. Blue lens with a white outer frame. So it'd be this lens, white outer frame. We do have that for sale individually. And then I have clear lenses with black outer frame. I do have that available. I just haven't put it on the site yet. That is part of the 1,000 things I need to do. But yeah, definitely an option for sure. Definitely will be an option. Boom. So it's like that, but then the outer instead of orange is black for sure. I'm gonna give him a big old spin. I think I don't know. That profile photo is almost worth a spin on yours. I don't know. Your call.
Oh, I'll give him a spin if you say to. It's fine. Would you?
Don't grab Tindy. Don't grab Tindy.
We'll give him a spin. It's a double spin kind of day.
What's the odds that he wins a snowboard?
Oh, hot soup coming through. Hot soup coming through.
Dead. That is so funny.
Yeah. Ugh. All right. Let's see. This is just a PSA from Ben Donaldson. I can confirm the day I met Tommy, there were 0 birds at Keystone. There was a whole flock the day before. Just saying.
I do remember that. That was super awesome. Can't talk about it, man. It's you know. But I met the dude. He was super cool. He was at Tom Keystone. He's like, hey, yeah, he's super cool dude. I was like vibing. No birds, but you know what? It's for another live stream.
Yeah, give him a spin.
Oh yes. We got to spin on that one for sure. Hey, this whole spin. Remember, this spin thing is a lot harder than people think.
Oh my God, you got to make it second nature almost.
Oh, we got a free sticker though. Ben, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll get with stickers. I got a bunch of them. Let's go. I send them out. I'll probably send them out on Monday, Tuesday. I'll send them out eventually.
Yeah. So, well, let's see. What do we got going on here? Let's see. Looking for some good questions here. Oh, this is a good question for you, Tommy, from Aaron Snowboards. Tommy, how do you hit the crap jumps at Keystone and not break your back? Oh, just kidding. Nice Vail interview, brother. Yeah, you were on Vail today or whatever it was.
Good morning, Vail.
That's it.
Yeah, it was a fun time. It was all wholesome interview and conversation. It was pretty cool. But so probably bad karma, but me and Aaron Snowboard were vibing. We're like talking about like overcoming fear and like not like how to like overcome fear and stuff. We're doing a little video, just kind of chit chatting and stuff. And then there's like this triple jump line, and you start off in a kind of a sketchy jump, and then the faster you go, the smaller the jump got. Mathematics is completely wrong on this. So all of a sudden he's like going fast and hits another jump is going faster, but literally going past the landing, going to the flats, and then hits another one, ends up like getting G'd out and just misses the landing and just keeps going. It's right to his back, broke his back. Boom. It was rough. And he's like, I probably should have slowed down. I'm like, you should have slowed down, dude. What are you doing? But yeah, it was a rough day. I'm a RIP to that dude. Rip. Oh, but then you get a spin. Let's go with $5. I remember this time.
God, yeah, you're on it. You're on it.
Nothing.
Nothing. Let's take this one from our boy Gorb.
Oh,
his full name is Gorbathan Gorbachev.
Oh,
a lot of Gorbs.
A
friend is currently ripping a 2022 Slusher and loves it, but wants something that can carve pop a bit better. Where would you point him? Hashtag my car broke again. Hashtag I am Gorb, and my dog is trying to attack a door right now. So I would probably say if you want something that can carve and pop a bit better, you need to just upgrade from that slush slasher into something with more camber in it. I would go like a Ride Super Pig, I think. Keep you in that volume shifted category. What do you got for him, TC?
I was thinking, I mean, if you're going like a regular size board, I was thinking like a Resort Twin. If you wanted to like just totally change it up, you could do that. It's not going to be too aggressive. It's going to be somewhat similar to kind of what you feel for your camber profile, I would say, where it's not too much of a step up to like that super aggressive like camber that they have. But yeah, I mean, that would be good. Otherwise, like a Party Platter is what I would say as well, like K2.
All right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's good.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got, Tommy? His car broke.
Party
What do you
Platter.
got? You're doing car videos now.
Yeah, it is Party Platter. Like, last year I rode it on a 4-inch powder day, super icy. Trailers were running backwards. Party Platter for sure.
4-inch powder day that was super icy. I like this. I like where you're going with this, man.
Reverse.
That's
trailers were running backwards. Yeah.
Click the links, people. Click the links. All right.
It was
so
Arapaho
this is
copper.
A really good question from Sir Ron Crash Test Dummy. Going to retire in a year. Wife is cool with me bailing to go work at a resort to get a 100-day season. What are the best jobs to maximize ride time? Anything in the evening. Anything.
Yeah. Tune shop. Tune shop's going to be your best friend.
Tune shop, lodge maintenance, which just means vacuuming like the main lodges, wiping the tables down, stuff like that. The other one would be if you work at like a hotel, you do the valet.
Yeah.
That's key, like valet, and you make tips and stuff. Or you could work for like a place like Black Tie or door-to-door ski rental. And that what job would you recommend, Tommy?
I like the ideas of like the waxing, tuning, night stuff like that. Allows you to maximize your time. Instructing can be really fun if you're wanting to share knowledge, but the challenge that people don't really understand about instructing is you're not snowboarding for yourself. So I'm going to go snowboard. I'm going to have to go teach these people. I can't just go do what I want. And so if you're okay with teaching, it's definitely a great option. But if you're just trying to ride sole for yourself, I'll definitely love the at night maintenance kind of gig or the shop tune stuff. And tune stuff is fun because you like vibe, snowboard, talk with the friends. You always rapping about snowboard stuff. I like that.
Give this man a spin. I look forward to the day I retire. Hot soup coming through. Let's see. All right, I like this one. Oh, let's see. From Tyler Span, do you guys run Frankenstein bindings? I have. I used to cannibalize the K2 Indy with the K2 formula and merge them so I'd get the higher end high back and strap on the lower end chassis because it didn't have canting. Your bindings aren't Frankenstein, are they, Tommy?
It's probably the only thing on my entire setup that's not like busted.
So anyways, I think we're going to wind it down here just because we got to get some stuff done. We'll be back at 9:00 and we're going to do some stuff. But for everyone tuning in, anyone that won a prize, just email me info@angrysnowboarder.com. Make sure you put your mailing address in there and make sure you put the name that you used so I can double check this. But shout out to the people that won snowboards and stuff. Shout out to having Tommy here. That was awesome. Completely different vibe in here. But remember, shopbenetech.com. Get 30% off on most stuff for Black Friday. Shout out to our sponsors, Schaller and Weber. Go get some nice meat in your mouth. Use code ANGRY15. Save 15%. Check out whelp.limited and get 15% off them. Or use code ANGRY50 on CB Days and get 50% off. So, shout out to our sponsors. Or use code ANGRY10 for Roasted Origins Coffee and keep TC's belly full of Taco Bell.
Yep.
But thank you guys for everything. And we'll be back at 9 to pick some board winners for what's left for Black Friday. And we're going to go from there.
Awesome. Sweet. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone. I appreciate you all.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks.